Stop! Yo! Something tells me to kill him dead up in this piece. Angry frustrations I shall release, cause I'm about to let loose the beast. Ha! Hear ye, all you asshole MCs. It's time to throw a party for it's the doomsday. If your leader, Captain Ass Crack. If you want protection, play the rear. No man in this world I fear. My sound beats down for your protection. I advise you wear headgear. I spill the beans on Bruce Wayne, known as Batman. Ain't no crusader, just your average white man. Who me, I'm black man. More superhero than Letterman. I come equipped with joints like these to be the shit, removing the S to the back. And somehow I still make hits. Don't you look around, I leave you thinking like the space between an asshole and clitoris on a 50 homeless woman. I ain't that some shit. You bite so many styles, it's not hard to believe. Your captain's Alibaba and you, one of the 40 thieves. Trying mocking, trying to reach my levels like peas when storm creates obese monstrous mechanisms like these. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. There is no competition. Competition is none. God bless the child who sparks it off like the sun. Ha! You don't understand. I be black man changing like a chameleon and worth every bit of 6 million. MC rotisserie, they call me the colonel. From spirit to six spice that brings about death, downfalls, and funerals. I do you stunt MCs like Knievel with my evil. Ask my lord, he broke the mold and made me the unbeatable. I am the shepherd when whining, bringing silence to the lambs. Clary's with father beans and the nice candy, crumbling kingdoms. You have the rulers resort to ruling shanties, bringing crews, send them in the twos. I'm Noah. In the ring, I do him Apollo Creed. Ivan drag off the Balboa, constricting lines around neck, stopping breath, foot on neck. He can't breathe. Pierre, bring on tombstones and soft soil. Be all you can be. It ain't much. Ask any GI, I'm the building, gets them caught up in the clutch. There's no survivors when they fuck around with the do-or-diver. Oh my God, Riz Overzankin is the wire. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because of no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. There is no competition. Competition is none. God bless the child who sparks it off like the sun. I clash like the Titan, took him harder than the Kraken. Stole by the head of Medusa. Beat this maneuver. Styles of brains of challenges like the industrial Hoover. I get them open like butt cheeks on a porno freak. Have them screaming something terrible like sorority grease. I be the greatest killer of all time. These must I get about to leave him KO on couch longer than Rip Van Winkle. With a flash of furious tongue that clashes clay like Cassius Hinkle. I land on them seas like abandoned islands. Sending out SOS, some old shit you ain't heard before. Leave the fifth mark, you're soft as fur, man. I hit homers and run like OJ, spilling a Bronco on the highway. Boy, you lying MCs sure are dandy, so I cross-pollinate to make you daffy lying pussy. Willowing in the field of crabgrass ass rappers, tell them to run, oh my God. Here comes Kim Law. Go tell your mama.
This little old man, he gonna lick a tom-tom. He's got mad flavor, bar none with a humby-diggy, he don't. Abdul is about to come. Feel the rhythm that I give him and the wisdom that I drop. You can't stop it, can't top it. Take a biscuit, sop it. It's ethereal, quite literal, more advanced than fiber optics. The truth that I flip may cause inflictions. I rip the script with conviction. I mean this. Alright, I grip the mic like the kind of fiendish. Malik A will all be super genius. It's science and mathematics that allow me to say this. Not an ego, let's say we go back to Uraeus. You raw us, Uraeus, flee the chaos and confusion. Stimulating the five senses is not a mere illusion. Love and wisdom is art, put it together like fusion. Soldiers poised us out to give a new world a contusion. Humby-diggity, hit down Helen from the sun. Humby-diggity, hit down I am the son of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. Humby-diggity, hit down Helen from the sun. Humby-diggity, hit down I am the son of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. Heretics and some critics, they say we rank first. We're not the baddest of the bad, nor the worst of the worst. We strive for some abandonment in harmony with the universe. But weathered with unmovable like Mount Kilimanjaro. Africans will laugh again, so I say no sorrow. We are the people of the day before yesterday. We are the people of the day after tomorrow. I have a dream someday that our youth will be walking down the street, contemplating, nibbling on ginseng roots, giving hell to those who aren't hard for sure, but for sure. Pretending what you hadn't thought but said and didn't know. Claiming sets, throwing up gang signs, society's got you snared. What the hell is that sign language? For the spiritually impaired, I'm not a player hater, I'm just a player fader. What goes around comes around, vengeance is mine, I'll catch you later. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm hailing from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the sum of none but one, composed of 6 gods in a mix. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm hailing from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the sum of none but one, composed of 6 gods in a mix. No man shall get the best of me, woman's the great test of me, the part of me that strives up and begins to pull up the rest of me. Conquering selfish, true manifest destiny, and good reflects this. As I become more mindful, godliness pierces the blindfold, and I take it to the 9 so you can't check this. I pumps courage to the chest when suckers come for test, and when they come for test, there's no need to press a 9. I've got to buck a sucker with great outflux of the mind. My clairvoyance is a product of mind sight, creating foresight instead of hindsight. My buoyancy is a reflection of my hardship. I've been through much, and I'm beyond death. My legacy is a reflection of my godship. I hold a tight grip until my last breath. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm hailing from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the sum of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. No gimmicks, just a few turntable tricks, executed by DJ Superman top notch. More vision than Black Watch, he steps upon the heads of DJs like a quick game of hopscotch. Wherever the top drops, then we must begin with musical sustenance. True, that comes through the eye of the storm, though cosmic in fact. This child's tracks are produced in his humanoid form. We are the sum of none but one.
Yo, this go out to all my sisters, unappreciated or not, cause I just wanna let you know you got it going on, sister.
Halik, I'll call you beacon cause your skin tone sandy. Intoxicating lips reminding alcoholic of brown brandy. Of the gallon in your love, many men dream of wallowing. But look at you and most brothers got a hard time swallowing. No need for blushing, I tell them kids hushing. Tone it down a bit, Senorita was about to say something. A stealth bomber could have a hard time following your curves. And a minister wouldn't dare repeat the words of what I do to you. Performing tricks like Houdini, the freaks come out at night. I take you to the point where you hear voices whispering, coming to the light. Your walk is music when I'm looking at your grooves. Your tongue is lotion on my back. It's soothe, sugar, let's make moves. I want you closer to my body than my epidermis, keeping me warmer than a thermos and causing flames like a furnace. I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet Pekin Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. Indonesia. Don't you let them call you weed, you're a lotus. Method footage straight, sweet, you're all I need. Bow legs and kegs, soft but firm enough to hold eggs. You're in a 10K run, and you won't break one. I saw your ex-man, I mentioned your name, he said Lord. Being with you was the closest thing he had to his God. I asked him why'd he break it off, he couldn't handle your religion. You wanted doves and all he had to offer you was pigeon. You're soft-spoken, but you're well-represented. Your smile's a full moon on dark skin that becomes accented. I look at you and see stars from being dazed. Brothers ask to hit the brown sugar, cause my eyes is all glazed. I sit back for a minute, laugh and chuckle, cause thoughts of you gripping me like a palm has got me harder than a knuckle. Your love full blown, overshadowing like an eclipse. Your tongue is mother's milk between ebony lips. Watch them hips. I wipe my brow because sweat starts to dripping on your air of dairy sugar. I can hardly get a grip. Now I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet Pekin Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. You're all I need. You got what I need. Check it out, y'all. Razia, your loving is crazy. You drain the most active men to be in couch potato lazy. Hey, sways in the breeze like the island trees. Your length represents the strength on the power to the 10th. We get together and go on to the break of dawn. Ginseng and bananas enhance the way that I perform. The warm whispers in my ear calm the savage storm. And every time you make me let off, it's like I'm being reborn. You blow up the spot and make it hotter than the Bahamas in hell. When you express yourself like the Rebel X. Man, she give me what I need, I mean. She my private free geek, my own personal scheme. Don't get me wrong, she's all woman and no oh. But when it comes down to bedtime, she's just down for a little more than the money in the middle. And expresses her love for me in more ways than fruit combinations of Skittles. On her stomach behind her thighs, got me hung like men in cloth. Sometimes I smack on the cheeks just to let her know who's boss. I call her quarter cause she's always got my back in any season and down for all reasons. Now I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones in my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones in my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. You got it going on. You got it going on. You got what I need, need. You got what I need. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a
women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vase. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time.
I just realized we got a lot of commercials.
Sitting up here, Kids Magic.
Man,
Magic Rock.
Let's get it.
Here we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass.
Lift your pitcher of that water.
Or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink? Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars.
Gye-Nyame.
Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Stay healthy, family. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Great, great, great rising family. Shouts out to Joe Berry. I see you out there. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. Shouts out to Elder Margarita. I see y'all out there. Go on, post up if you out there. Let me know so I can give you some shouts out, family. You know it's time for the Daily Toast. We about to get it, man. I'm just thinking, family, first off, I know y'all see, some of y'all see my title and you stopped in because you like Bigfoot. You talking about Bigfoot. Well, hold on. Let me start off with this. I'm just thinking of, I come from a time where having a studio in your house was not even, I mean, you would have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. And I'm talking about $1980. I ain't talking about thousands of this dollars today. It's different. It's a big difference. $70, $80 is a big difference. You know what I'm saying? You have to spend thousands. And I'm just sitting up here like, wow, I'm not only recording here, I'm recording right here on my phone for the show that I try to do during the week. Although I fell off on that. And I'm just like, wow, man, we living in a blessed time because at any given time, right, people could just grab on and link onto my show and billions of people could see it. It's incredible. Shouts out to Mr. Navita C. Nelson. I see you out there. How are you? How you doing today? Right? So family, we about to do this toast. And I know y'all like, why are you talking about Bigfoot? Because Bigfoot was sighted off of 33. Route 33. Bigfoot running around, eating up white people's dogs and shit, and nobody put a bullet in his ass. I just wanted y'all to see the state we in. Wait, hold on. Bigfoot ate a white man's dog. Tore the dog's head off. Left the motherfucker out there so that I guess it could ferment, because Bigfoot isn't, I'm surprised he ain't trying to get at this ambrosia, because he obviously liked fermented food. Let the dog sit out there and was going to come back and eat him. The man came, cried about the dog, buried the dog. Now, I do understand the importance, because, I cried when my dog died. I'm just being honest.
You know what I'm saying? Even though my elder told me don't get a dog, my grandfather told me don't get a dog, I got a dog. And when the police come to my house, the dog is at the door. You know what I'm saying? When my boys is having problems, well, anyway. So I understand shedding a tear for the dog, but Bigfoot came back, dug up the dog, and ate that motherfucker. And he ain't put a bullet in him. He seen him. He say he seen Bigfoot running across his property, but he didn't want to shoot because he got neighbors. When that ever stop a white man? I'm just wondering. Is it me? Or that shit sounds suspicious? Bigfoot on Route 33. Route 33. Eating white people's dogs, and he don't catch a bullet. But let a nigga be playing with a toy gun in the store. People all around, he catching a bullet. Let a nigga run to his car. He catching a bullet. But Bigfoot, no. Not Bigfoot. Oh my God. Lieutenant Capshaw's in the house. I knew if I put Bigfoot on there, he would come. I gotta put supernatural shit for my brother to come visit me on my site and shit. Shouts out to Capshaw. I see you out there. We have more Bigfoot sightings around Shocking Hills than anywhere. Hey, I'm just saying, man. How is it? You know what I'm saying? They won't shoot a Bigfoot, but they will shoot one of your kids. There's something wrong with that. Deeply, deeply wrong with that. White people, you need to be quiet about your Bigfoot sightings. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't laying them motherfuckers down, because we already know it's bullshit. Because I ain't never heard a white man hesitating to shoot a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Not the way y'all been laying us down. Bigfoot, it should be no more Bigfoot in America. You know what I'm saying? The big feet should go to Bigfoot, and it should be just one of them motherfuckers in a zoo somewhere. The way you hunt motherfuckers down. Come on now. You know? So I'm sitting up here like, I done been out in the woods. I ain't seen no motherfucking Bigfoot. And if I got a pistol on hand and the Bigfoot is fucking with my dog, Bigfoot is gonna catch it. He fucking with my kids or my dogs. Cause maybe he might be coming or whatever. He want to play dice or, he wants some barbecue and shit. If he come and he act like he got some sense, we could chill. I'll chill with Bigfoot. You know what I'm saying? I got big feet myself. See that? I got big feet myself. But obviously, Bigfoot is a recipient. Bigfoot is a recipient, and some of y'all might disagree, of white privilege. I'm going to say it again. Bigfoot is a recipient of white privilege. This motherfucker eat a dog and not catch no lead. He could tear up your back porch and not catch no lead. I'm just sitting up here like, yo, man, are you serious? Are you serious? They done tracked down Native Americans and got rid of them. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly how much money I'm spending each tax year, and these motherfuckers can't catch Bigfoot. So either one or two things has happened. Either Bigfoot is a recipient of white privilege, or Bigfoot need to put out an e-course letting black people know his secrets so that we don't have to get shot. Listen, don't y'all be arguing about Bigfoot. Don't argue about it. It was just something I just caught on. But I'm just saying, man, it's, This the world we live in right now. Bigfoot get more rights than I do. You know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker live in America and not pay taxes? I bet you the IRS could find him. The IRS could find him. Put the IRS on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Bigfoot, and the Big Feet tribe owe the United States government some money. And if we frame it like that, they'll find his ass. And when he resists arrest, he gonna catch. Well, maybe not, because he receiving white privilege. Obviously. America is fucked up when Bigfoot get better treatment than black men. I'm just saying. At least from my angle. You know what I'm saying? Let Capshaw go out there and start acting crazy and shit. That nigga gonna catch some lead. Go and eat somebody. Go and eat a white person's dog, Capshaw. See how many bullets you gonna catch. Me or you. Hell, even Kwame. Kwame could go out there and kick a white person's dog and they'll shoot his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to open up the lines so we can talk about Bigfoot in the news and other things in the news, other things that the family might want to discuss. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but just let me do the toast first. We're going to do the toast. I'm going to pull out the red because the red is very active, and the ladies love the red. I don't know why. Kwame broke it down the other day. He put some type of mathematical equation explaining why ladies love the red. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they love it. I don't even care why. I'm going to keep making it because the ladies love the red. If I don't make no other ambrosia ever again in my life, I will always have some red because the ladies love the red. They even, look, I got an elder that will get them in explosive bottles and shit. Even though she know they going to blow up, she like the red. So red, you good with me. All right, let's see. Oh, that was all right. That wasn't that dramatic, but hey, I could dig it. It's kind of red. I built you up. We're going to go and do this toast. Then after the toast, we can do our discussion. Because y'all know, actually it's supposed to be Toast and Talk, but I messed up on the title. It's our Toast and Talk. We're going to do it. I got some stuff I got to get out here to do. I got to get a haircut. I'm trying to get a haircut today. But I got a house full of girls in Cleveland. House full of girls. I can give Cleve a video game. We built a computer. I could give him the video game, and I won't see him. I say, Cleve, you go down there, you mess with that computer we built with that Ryzen 9 in it. This nigga sit up here and just be gone. But them girls, goddamn, I'm just like, yo, they don't play with dials no more. I don't know. Whew, all right. So we gonna go shopping. For me. I ain't gonna shop for me. And every parent know the rule when you take them babies into the store. Don't ask for shit. I'm going in, I need some don't ask for nothing. Gotta threaten them before you go in the store. So I'm getting my threats ready. Cause I try to be original with my, cause if you threaten them in the same way every time, they know it's not real. So I gotta come up with new shit every time. I'm just thinking, you know what I'm saying? Just thinking about the threat so that I could go to the store and have some peace while I'm in the store. Oh, bro, I got a few gallons over here. If you want some today, you can get some. But I'm just saying. But if anybody got any good threats for the babies before you go into the store, stuff that work for you, please let me know, because I'm about to take my girls. I got my girls and I got my grandniece, you know what I'm saying? And we about to go to the store, and I'm gonna need some good threats before I walk into the store, because the logic don't work. It don't work. When I'm getting my ambrosia, Just hit me up. You got the number. If you don't, I'll go on and text it to you. But anyway, family. So let's go and do this toast. Anybody new in the circle right now, if you have an ancestor that you want us to add to our list, by all means, post it up in the timeline, and I will write it down. And they'll get toasted every day. On the weekends, it's late. You got to text me. Okay, I could do that. If you got ancestors that you want on the list, by all means, post them up. I got to make sure, because Cleveland been here, and both my pens is gone. Oh, there they go. I got my pens. Let me find my black book. All right, got him. Okay. He come down here to my little Shangri-La, the black cave, and he just be hiding shit. He just hide shit from me just to piss me off. Any fingers you use to touch something in the story, you'll lose it. Hey, that's a good one. I ain't used that one yet. Shouts out to Cap Shaw. Give Cap Shaw a round of applause. Great. Oh, man, I forgot to start the show for the... Shouts out for, Brother Cap Shaw. That's a good one. Any finger that you use to touch anything in that store will be left in that store. Any other good threats for the babies, you know what I'm saying, you know. All right, but now I want it to be culturally appropriate and life affirming. I want them to know their greatness, but I want them to know their place. So, you know, it's kind of hard to construct it's kind of hard to construct a threat that meets that threshold. You are great, but if you touch anything in this goddamn store, I'm going to chop your fingers off. You know, you the black woman, you the child, you the black woman, and you give birth to the black race, but if you touch anything and ask me for anything in this store, they might be picking your teeth up out the aisle. I mean, we got to be culturally appropriate with our threats, but yet in the same time, affirm their greatness. Hey, anybody else got any good ones? Brother Capshaw gave me a good one. Anybody else? But it got to be affirming, because these black children, we want them to pick up the right message, but we want to make sure we get our point across. You know? Because the talking just don't work. All right, y'all know the rules. Yeah, we know the rules. Okay. And they doing cartwheels and the music come on in the store and they start doing the dance routines. You be like, why? Look, let me go and just find my pants. I just need to find some pants and get the hell up out of here. All right, but anyway, let's go to our toast screen. We're going to throw up the daily toast screen. Throw up the toast screen. There it go. We got the water pouring. Family, we're about to go on and salute we about to salute this universe. First starting with the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up the glass and we salute that creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. And we say the word of power, Ashe. And as they say in Ghana, y'all. See, I'm kind of jealous though. See, because y'all is Ujamaa. Why y'all get to have that word of power? I don't understand. I'm researching it. I'm going to talk about it later. Well, not today, but y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all. They say y'all instead of Ashe in Ghana. I don't know if y'all knew that. It took me a long time, but I finally got it. Because Greg Carr affirmed it for me. Well, confirmed it for me. Because, because when I was over there, I was like, wow, they say y'all. They say y'all. When I was over there years ago, and I was like, wow. Because I was watching a ceremony where it was a state ceremony where they had somebody come up and pour libations. And the brother was saying, yeah, I remember that. But it is what it is. So we lift up our Creator, knowing that the Creator's always been around us, has always been flowing through us, is in everything around us. And we recognize that power right now, and we become conscious of it. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to our list of our ancestors. Y'all ready? Like I said, anybody want to add their ancestors to the list, post it up right now. We write them down into our black book. All right. Let me get my mind right. I'm going to try to go as far as I can. You ready? Miles Brown, Ms. Hand, Robert the Texander Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Adelina, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvar Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, No More X, Pet Ma, Ram, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamau, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy right there, Gail Pulley and Alexa Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Bronson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldell Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird, Beatty, Sarah Weller, the Farmer, Agoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keach Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spells, Slimmy, Selma Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mitchell Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, May Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Danny Jones, Henry World, Jane Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Bester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Dr. Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Edda Amitab Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Venus Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dilly Mon Aries, Jean and Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan's. Dang! Family, I just blacked out. We did the first part. We did the first list. Oh, man. Man, all the way down to Janet Callahan, and I didn't even have to loop back. Oh, man. We got William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basigi Fulani, Jim Robson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, the Free Signs, Inez Bostic, and the Bostic and Winter Free Scanner Bay, Wilson Haley, Emma Hahn, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Sprouting, Kevin Sprouting, Charles Wooden, Pitty Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Izzy Candy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Michael Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Jaden Harry, Tubman Kelly, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno, Baby Hatch, as Senior, Melly Miller, Hazy Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Anna Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mae France, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, May Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Ms. Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lil Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carly, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bed Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevada Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Richon Easley, Javed McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Chuckle Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Arthur H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Albert, Masquerade Cover, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evers McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We got Joella Giles. We got James Carswell. We got Liberta Adams. We got Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham Quincy, Mama Aunt Lady Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshall McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Etta Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Cassandra Lynette Lewis, Anderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowen, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abby and Julian Lawrence. We got Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Kofa, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth to Don, Sarah Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanette, Florine Stiff Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Wiley, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reed Fisher, Jerry Jocelyn McCallop, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, and Ira Branson. We got Eric Winston. We got Nation Builder Darren Bridges, Francisco Mattis, also known as Sonny. Was his son? I think he might have been a Simba too. I don't know. But we lift up our glass to all of our ancestors, and once again, it is a pleasure, family. I am proud that you have trusted me with the reading of the ancestors on a daily basis as we build up our tribe, you know what I'm saying, locally and nationally, regionally, however, I don't know how we look at it. But with the internet, This shit could be international, family. So we lift up our glass and we salute our ancestors, calling on their energy and their power, calling on the wisdom that they left us, calling on the fact that many our ancestors are still watching over us. They intercede for us in many ways. So we lift up our glass and we salute and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Y'all know where we go. We go from the past to the present moment. And guess who the present moment belonged to? I want y'all to guess who the present moment belonged to. Come on now. I'm waiting. Come on. Get some keys clicking. Who does the present moment belong to? Come on now. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Well, anyway, y'all took too long. The present moment belonged to you. And I made sure I stressed to you. I didn't just say you. I said you. I want it to resonate in your ass so that you understand this moment. This is our moment. Right? How you going to be remembered by history? You. Right? This is our moment. Right now. Our ancestors have carved out the space and time for us to become the best that we can be. Right? The best that we can be. To expand, and not only are we responsible for taking this moment and using it to its fullest, but expanding it for our future generations. Because whether y'all know it or not, you right? Life is not about piling up dough, money. It's about expanding your space and time. Because when you expand your space and time, money got to come. Space and time, right, are the true commodities. Space and time. Can't make no money if I ain't got no space and time. As a matter of fact, if I'm in your space and time, you get to decide on how much I'm worth. So it's our goal to expand our space and time. I control my space and I control my time, and we control our space and we control our time. Then we can set the prices. We can set the currency. I'm going to leave that alone. So we raise our glass up to this present moment. Our ancestors have given it to us. We are going to bless it by doing all that we can. Doing all that we can. Doing as much as we can. Right now, family, for those that don't speak the language, we are on Kuumba. Right? I know some of y'all say, what do you mean? Today is Kuumba. Today is Kuumba. For those of us in Gye-Nyame, today is Kuumba. For those that's in this circle, today is the Kuumba, right? Because just like the West Asians went around the world and claimed some shit, you know what I'm saying? They just put their name on it and they came up with these irrelevant laws that they created and they're able to enforce because they got might and shit or whatever. We taking a week. I'm starting with the week. You know what I'm saying? We taking a week back. It's our week. It belongs to us, right? And today is Kuumba. For those that don't know what I mean, here we go. Here we go. Simple. Just go to the Gye-Nyame journey, free GNJecourse.com. Take your ass over there, free GNJecourse.com, so you can learn what I'm talking about, right? Because all the stuff that we kind of deal with in the Daily Toast and in the other stuff that we dealing with, we talk about it in our free e-course. Because like I said, we building tribe, family. Whether you join our tribe or you build your, we need to start coming together and be able to negotiate. I want to be able to negotiate with somebody with another tribe. Hey, let's talk. How can we work together? You know what I'm saying? Can we work together? And if we can work together, let's go and do some negotiations. Let's do some building. For real, on some real shit. Right? That's how you're supposed to do. So right now, in this present moment, we are on Kuumba. For those that don't speak the language, Kuumba means Imani. I mean, my God, Lord have mercy. Kuumba means creativity. Kuumba means creativity. Also on this day, I forgot. I ask every day that you open up your reticular formation and find examples of the principle of the day. Kuumba is the principle of the day. Find that principle and share it. Share it on your timeline. You can share it on Gye-Nyame Journey. As a matter of fact, you go to gnj.media and join our site. Not only do we not, it ain't even a site. Let me be clear. It's not a site, right? It's our own social network. This is what I'm trying to get people to understand, right? In trying to conquer the moment. I should have did this in the moment. But in trying to conquer the moment, this is the moment. In trying to conquer the moment, I ain't trying to compete with Facebook. I ain't telling you get off Facebook. I ain't telling you get off YouTube. I ain't telling you get off Instagram. But we got our own shit at gnj.media. Go over to gnj.media, click try, and go on and get you an account, right? I'm just saying the goal is to get 1,000. I would like to get 1,000 before Kwanzaa. The only way I could do that is if y'all helping. You know what I'm saying? I done got my 2 people in. I think that's I think that's the level of my influence at this point in time. I got my 2 people. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to get y'all 2 people. If everybody get 2 people, it only take, I don't know, Kwame got to do that math. So if only 2, if each person that come in only reach out and get 2 people to join, how many people we need to get 1,000? You know what I'm saying? You know, but then also y'all can support Gye-Nyame and support Gye-NyameJourney.com. I'll put that up there too. Don't worry about it. So right now we on creativity, which is the day. The model principle is order. The color is orange. Cause and effect is the Hermetic law. The male name for the day is Kwame. Female name is Ama. All right. So shouts out to all of the Kuumba born. We got a few of them in the crowd. Shouts out. So now, we move from there. We move to our future generations. We lift up our glass. We salute our children, our children's children, on to infinity. And we say Ashe. From there, we toast all of our relations. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, family, we go to that selfish toast. This is for you. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your greatness? What is it that you need in this moment right now to move to your greatness? We lift up the glass for it. Come on now, say it out loud. In the head don't work. You got to say it out loud, right? Ashe. From there, family, we move on and we toasting our tribe. What's your tribe? Who your tribe? I keep telling y'all tribe up. We move to a time where you're going to need it. You're going to need a tribe. Trust me. It's coming. These motherfuckers ain't shooting Bigfoot, but they shooting you. You better get your tribe. Lifting up our glass to your tribe. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. I'm throwing it up. We say, Ashe. Now, let me be very clear, right? Tribe is a smaller unit. So you got individual, you got family, now you got tribe. Tribes come together and form communities. Communities come together and form cities. Cities come together and form nations. No, states. And states come together and form nations. So, right? You could belong to certain, to several different things building up, right? So we got a village we belong to, Tawi. You know what I'm saying? Part of the Simba Nation, blah, blah. So it all could connect. So, but what's your tribe? What's the immediate place where you have influence outside your family? Lift it up. I'm Gye-Nyame. Ashe. From their family. Shout them out. Put them up. Post them up. Post up your tribes. I want to see how many tribes we got up in the house right now. Next, we lift up our glass. Last but not least, I'm going to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most beautiful, most uplifting, most inspiring individual in the room right now. And that's you. I raise my glass up to you, and we say, Ashe, where my glass at? Come on. Give my pretty glass. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Now, what I'm going to do, we're going to set up the lines, give y'all a second to get yourselves together, and we'll come back and have a conversation. If y'all want to have a conversation, because it's y'all show. Where the show goes depends on you. So I'm going to put on a little bit of music, and we're going to move out, and I'll be back. Give me some time to set up.
Stop! Yo! Something tells me to kill him dead up in this piece. Angry frustrations I shall release, cause I'm about to let loose the beast. Ha! Hear ye, all you asshole MCs. It's time to throw a party for it's the doomsday. If your leader, Captain Ass Crack. If you want protection, play the rear. No man in this world I fear. My sound beats down for your protection. I advise you wear headgear. I spill the beans on Bruce Wayne, known as Batman. Cape no crusader, just your average white man. Who me, I'm black man. More superhero than Letterman. I come equipped with joints like these to be the shit, removing the S to the back. And somehow I still make hits. Don't you ever around, I leave you stinking like the space between an asshole and clitoris on a 50 homeless woman. No, ain't that some shit? You bite too many styles, it's not hard to believe. Your captain's Alibaba and you, one of the 40 thieves. Try a mocking train to reach my levels like peas when storm creates obese monstrous mechanisms like this. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. There is no competition. Competition is none. God bless the child who sparks it off like the sun. Ha! You don't understand. I be black man changing like a chameleon and worth every bit of 6 million. MC rotisserie, they call me the colonel. From spirit to six spice that brings about death, downfalls, and funerals. I do you stunt MCs like Knievel with my evil. Ask my lord, he broke the mold and made me the unbeatable. I am the shepherd when whining, bringing silence to the lambs. Clarice, with father beans and a nice candy, crumbling kingdoms. To have the rulers resort to ruling shanties. Bringing crews, send them in the twos. I'm Noah. In the ring, I do him Apollo Creed. Ivan drag off the Balboa, constricting lines around neck, stopping breath, foot on neck. He can't breathe. Pierre ring on tombstones in soft soil. Be all you can be. It ain't much. Ask any GI, I'm the building, gets them caught up in the clutch. There's no survivors when they fuck around with the do-or-diver. Oh my God, Miss Overzakin is the live wire. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because of no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. There is no competition. Competition is none. God bless the child who sparks it off like the sun. I clash like the Titan, took him harder than the Kraken. Stole by the head of Medusa. Beat this maneuver. Styles of brains of challenges like the industrial Hoover. I get them open like butt cheeks on a porno freak. Have them screaming something terrible like sorority grease. I be the greatest killer of all time. These must I get about to leave him KO on couch longer than Rip Van Winkle. With a flash of furious tongue that clashes clay like Cassius Hinkle. I land on them seas like abandoned islands. Sending out SOS, some old shit you ain't heard before. Leave the fifth mark, you're soft as fur, man. I hit homers and run like OJ, spilling a Bronco on the highway. Boy, you lying MCs sure are dandy, so I cross-pollinate to make you daffy lying pussy. Willowing in a field of crabgrass ass rappers, tell them to run, oh my God. Here comes Kim Law.
Go tell your mama.
This little old man on the liquor tom-tom, he's got mad flavor, banana with a humby-diggy-he-dee-dee-he-dee-dum. Abdul is about to come. Feel the rhythm that I give him and the wisdom that I drop. You can't stop it, can't top it. Take a biscuit, sop it. It's ethereal, quite literal, more advanced than fiber optics. The truth that I flip may cause inflictions. I rip the script with conviction. I mean this. Alright, I grips the mic like the kind of fiendish. Malik A will all be super genius. It's science and mathematics that allow me to say this. Not an ego, let's say we go back to Uraeus. Uraeus, flee the chaos and confusion. Stimulating the five senses is not a mere illusion. Love and wisdom is art, put it together like fusion. Soldiers poised us out to give a new world a contusion. Humby-diggity, hit down heaven from the sun. Humby-diggity, hit down I am the sum of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. Humby-diggity, hit down I'm heaven from the sun. Humby-diggity, hit down I am the sum of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. Heretics and some critics, they say we rank first. We're not the baddest of the bad, nor the worst of the worst. We strive for some abandonment in harmony with the universe. The weathered, we're unmovable like Mount Kilimanjaro. Africans will laugh again, so I say no sorrow. We are the people of the day before yesterday. We are the people of the day after tomorrow. I have a dream someday that our youth will be walking down the street, contemplating, living on ginseng root. Giving hell to those who aren't hard for sure, but for show. Pretending what you hadn't thought but said and didn't know. Claiming sets, throwing up gang signs, society's got you snared. What the hell is that sign language? For the spiritually impaired, I'm not a player hater. I'm just a player fader. What goes around comes around. Vengeance is mine. I catch you later. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm hailing from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the sum of none but one composed of six gods in the mix. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm hailing from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the sum of none but one composed of six gods in the mix.
556-4535. Once again, call in number 614-556-4535. I lost the number. 614-556-4535. Call in. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk about Bigfoot not catching lead. How nice of them not to shoot Bigfoot down. But I want to know what the hell is going on. I really want to know, how is it that Bigfoot can eat a white man's dog and not get shot? But your black ass is jaywalk and put up a little bit of argument because nobody ever stopped you for jaywalking at that street before, and you catch lead. I just want to understand. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at some of the other news that we got on Gye-Nyame Journey. Uh-oh. Who calling in from Columbus? You got somebody calling in. This might be the world famous Navita Nelson.
Hi, hello. How's everyone?
She world famous now. She got to change her voice. She changed her voice.
What's up?
What's going on?
Peace, family, peace, tribe. Shit ain't nothing. I want to see what's on the agenda for the Gye-Nyame Journey Media News. Page.
All right.
I want to see what you got on the timeline for today.
Right. I see it ain't just me, though. Other people be posting up stuff, or other people supposed to be posting up stuff. But, we work with what we got. Oh, before we get into that, my fault, family. We need to go on and look at our proverb for the day. The proverb for the day coming from the African Opening for Tree of Life. Books are $150 a piece. But we got it broken down in the African Deep Thought Workbook, where I haven't released it yet, at least in the digital format. But right now we are on Proverb. I think we on 40 today. This one. Yeah, okay, cool. We on that's page 89, and we'll get right into it. Give me 1 second, Navita. I want to make sure that we develop this habit. Bam. Now, when you purchase this, when it comes out, when you purchase it, you will get the flip ebook as well as the writable ebook so that you will actually be able to go in here and put down your thoughts. You can't do it in this because it's too long. This is like a 200-some-odd page book put together by Sister Tara Hasali and Chiganji. You know what I'm saying? Because she got tired of waiting for Brother Hatim. I've been talking about I was going to rewrite this book for years, and she said, man, I ain't gonna wait. And that's the type of shit I like. I ain't waiting for you. All right. The proverb for the day: discipline is the conservation of gifts of the first source. Say the knowledge holders. Discipline is the conservation of gifts of the first source. So you got to know what the first source is to really understand that one, or at least contemplate on it and think about it. And it take you through some questions and, go and think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to think about the word from our ancestors on a daily basis. But Sister Navita is here to talk about the news. All right, so tomorrow, my fault, let's go through our stocks.
Well, let me give a quote.
Go ahead.
So my son is coming home soon, and he's going to be coming out a book called Proverbs from real niggas. Niggas spelled Negus.
So it's not niggas, it's niggas.
Niggas. Proverbs from real niggas. Now, I ain't told him he was coming out with this yet, but now.
But that's how you do it. But go ahead.
This is and I told you this. I don't know if you would call it a proverb.
I do recall the proverb.
Okay, he says, you got two choices in life. You're either going to make it or make it. That's your quote for today.
The only reason she threw that shit up, because I told her I was going to steal that shit. That's the only reason.
Whatever.
That's the only reason she threw it out there and put her son's name on there, because I told her, when she told me, I was talking to her, and she told me that her son said that when he come home, he only got two choices, to make it or to make it. I said, That shit's stolen. I'm stealing that shit. See, family, I'm not ashamed of taking some good shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we are surrounded by brilliant people who have been convinced that their brilliance don't matter. And what we try to do here at Gye-Nyame Journey is get everybody to understand that your brilliance matter. Like you see, if you look at the commercials, all those books are not books created by people outside of us, or all the books and all the shit that I'm advertising come from us. And I'm trying to get people to understand that we have information that people need. It's just a matter of putting the information out, sharing the information. And even and bottom, and this is the worst. This is the worst that could come out of it. You spend a little bit of time and nobody ever purchased a book, but you got something down for your future generations. You got something down for your nieces and nephews and your children that they might be able to take and parlay into something because you took some time right now. Family, I'm just telling you, I'm surrounded by brilliant people that we throw up our own roadblocks when all this technology is making it easy for us to put it out. Like Sister Navita said, he don't know he gonna write the book yet, right? No, I mean but I mean think about this, because Terry Hassan did the same shit with me. I said I want to take this book. I introduced my whole collective to this book called The African Tree of Life. I want to take it. I want to put a workbook. Here's the questions. Here I go. Boom, boom, boom. She gave me a couple of years. She gave me about 10 years. I said, fuck that. You know, I ain't waiting for you no more. I'll give you credit in the book, but because you took too long, I'm going to create the book on top of the other books that she wrote. So, I mean, so family, we have the mechanism to bring it out. We have the tools to get our information out there. And there is a whole slew of people out there that's looking for what we have. And the proof of that is, one, Simba Nation. Simba bring people together from all over the country, and the information that we are using is basically the same information that we are producing right here. We're able to bring people from all over the country that are hungry for this information on a regular basis. What's holding you back? What's stopping you from creating? What's stopping you from, why you hiding your light? Why are you ashamed of some of the shit, some of the common sense shit that your grandma gave you, and you just hogging all that shit to yourself? You know what I'm saying? We got the mechanism to put out ebooks. We got the mechanism to put out e-courses. You seen Elder Darrell Green putting his e-course together right now. We got one more segment to do, and the first part of his e-course will be out in less than 3 weeks. I just got to do a little bit more production. The first two is done. Then we got one more to do, and we about to bring it out. Navita about to start her show, which she was supposed to start last week. I ain't gonna bring that up.
Yeah, there's something that came up, but yeah, this week for sure. Well, I'll talk to you. 7 p.m. is our start date. We'll get into it this week for sure. It's rain or shine. I put that out.
You said 7 p.m.
We got to roll.
7 p.m. What day?
Me and you. I need to discuss that with you off the air. But
all right, cool. All right, but she starting her show. Brother Rashid started calling in. And I'm trying to get him to go and get up. Brother Capshaw's out there in the Chicago area. You know what I'm saying? We got the means to make sure that we could introduce this to as many audiences as possible. And the only thing that's holding us back is us. Because, family, I'm telling you, there's whole crews of individuals, of less people than we have right here, right now, that are basically able to generate a living. I ain't talking about extra income. I'm talking about a living from what we're doing, from the information we have. So why we ain't competing with them? I'm just saying. I got John Calhoun in Philadelphia who has the capabilities to make documentaries because he's been doing this shit. I had problems with my computer. I called Brother Capshaw, and he told me what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? I got Sister Navita when I need something promoted. She's able to create the flyers and throw that shit out. I mean, we got all of the pieces. Education-wise, we got Sister Janice up in Detroit right now. That's been a teacher for damn near 30 years. that's doing out. She finally started doing her podcast. Y'all see it on my timeline. Family, I am into promoting you. I want to build with the brilliance that I have around me. The only thing that's stopping me is you. Because you don't believe that you're brilliant. Fuck that. All right, I'm sorry, but go ahead, Navita.
No, I ain't saying nothing. That's all I gave the proverb, and now we can move on to...
because the people have no choice. They only got two choices, Navita. What's the choices?
You're either going to make it or make it.
Gonna make it or you gonna make it. All right, so in the last 28 days, they say we reached 4,391 people. Shit, that's good. Post engagements, we got 1,973. That shit is good. Page likes, we got 32. Let's break it down a little bit. Let's go to 7 days. So in the 7 days, of course, y'all see all the negatives because they trying to get us to get more ads and stuff, and I'll go on and work on that on my end. But they say in the last week we reached 1,211 people. Post engagement we got 344. Page likes we got 5. Now let's go to the 7 day look. Let's look at what it or for the 1 day. Let's go down to just 1 day. Yesterday, family, just with the post that was posted up. This is why I'm telling y'all to post up. Just with the post that was posted up, we had 124 people reached in 1 day. Post engagements, 36. We had 36 people engaged with what we was doing. We had 0 likes. So, I mean, shit. So, when you post some shit up, know that the family is watching. Know that the family is doing it. So, the first thing in the news, tomorrow we will be having, in lieu of the Daily Toast, because we toast the ancestors during the Tarwi Family Village Pra'Ankh, but we got the Pra'Ankh tomorrow at 11:30. The person that will be presiding over it is Elder Dale Green, and his topic is Their Story is Our Story. All right, you can listen to it on gnj.media or come to where you are right now, but on gnj.media you get to all of it. Sister Jill Jackson, I'm a genius. My ancestors are geniuses. Brother Kenny Jackson say I'm muted. What I'm talking about? Blunt talk. Legacy building. Oh, I'm sorry, I ain't see Jill. Shouts out to Sister Jill Jackson, the organizer supreme. We only got 2 choices, to make it or to make it. Red Man 2020. Is that what they call your son?
Yes, that is what they call my son, Red Man.
Okay. Legacy building. Yes, Blunt talk. See, you got people waiting for you, girl. What you doing?
I'm coming next week. Rain or shine, if I gotta be dolo, I'm gonna be on there.
See, and that part of the issue, well, I'm gonna leave that alone. Kenny Jackson is muted, no sound. How come everybody else is hearing me, Mr. Jackson? Sorry, Mr. Jackson.
Let me see. I got you up on my TV. Let me turn this.
I got me on the TV too. Let's go check it out and see.
How come everybody else is hearing me, Mr. Jackson?
Yeah, see that? Yeah, you heard that, didn't you?
I heard that.
Sorry, Mr. Jackson.
Sorry, Mr. Jackson. I am for real. This is probably him on the line anyway. Somebody.
I'm just sitting there listening because I couldn't get no audio.
Hey man, check your equipment, man. Check your equipment. Listen, I told you a long time ago to get rid of the 8-track, but you don't want to listen. You wearing the Apple hats and you got you got the 8-track in your car. It ain't coming back. It ain't coming back.
I'm so glad that you said that because I called in to talk to you about something. I don't want to interrupt y'all. Let me know when it's my turn.
Go on, it's your turn.
Sister, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm blessed and highly flavored.
Okay, then.
That sounds nasty. Hey, man, don't be flirting with my... Get your life together, dog.
Highly flavored. Okay.
When you a seasoned veteran, you're not highly flavored. You're highly flavored.
Okay.
That's good. That's dope. See, that's one of those quotes. Go and take that and give that to Red Man. But go ahead.
Whoa. Hey, dude.
You can be all the thief that you want to, but when you start stealing and passing out to other people, you got a Robin Hood complex.
That's right. I one of my brothers taught me that. He used to bring us Chinese food every day up at the African Center. I mean, up at the Cultural Center at Ohio State.
You mean while you was in college?
Well, I was in college. I ate Chinese food for at least a year every goddamn day. And not only me, but he used to feed everybody in the goddamn center. I ain't gonna say his name. Cause he,
Don't say his name, because I don't know. There ain't might be no statute of limitations on Chinese food. But listen. Listen, man, I couldn't help but listen to some of our shows, since I started participating in the Gye-Nyame journey. Well, I ain't gonna say participated. I'm from the very beginning of the Gye-Nyame journey, but I just want to say something, man. We be sounding like some old fuckers, man.
That's the point.
We sound like some old fuckers, man. I'm including myself, man. And I have. What's she laughing? I have young children. You have young children. We deal with young children, right? We sound like them people that we used to get mad at. You know what I mean? Sometimes, every now and then. I just want to check myself, and I want the listeners. I want to apologize to the listeners for coming off as ancient.
Stop. Most of the listeners are old fuckers, man. Come on. Everybody.
Talking about engagement.
True.
Listen. No, you got to embrace your demographic, dog. Our demographic is our age.
But I'm hoping to change that.
But that's blunt talk.
We expand our demographic with my blunt talk.
Right.
Show.
That's blunt talk. And speaking of that, Rashid, one of the issues she having is that some of the co-hosts might not be as responsive as she needs, and she's about to start a show. And and like I said, she looking for people to partner up with for the show. And you ain't shy. But anyway, but you are old. You an old fucker, and you need to just go and accept that. Allende claimed he coined the term the old fuckers fraternity. We got an old fuckers fraternity and sorority.
OFF?
OSS.
OFF. Why ain't that about a mother?
He said the off. We call it the off brothers. But go ahead.
Richard Pryor had one of the greatest quotes ever, and he did it in character as Mudbone. And he said, and I quote, "You don't get old being no fool. It takes some time to get there. It's a lot of young wise men that's dead as fuck." So with that being said, I know some great portions of your journey. So you still got some of the portions of your journey in your face right now. So a lot of us, so.
Hold on. Hey! Turn that down or close my door. Excuse me, it's real life at Gye-Nyame Journey. But go ahead.
Oh, that's the dopest part of this whole thing. It's so organic. I mean,
organic.
When you get that right there, you don't get that on regular podcasts.
No.
You know,
people be trying to be.
Turn that down. Yeah, you don't get that.
People trying to be. Everybody's trying to shine shit up. At Gye-Nyame Journey, I want to keep it real. I mean, because what's crazy is that we got people that are connected to us, and every time you hear somebody be like, "It's real life here," you know what I'm saying? You know that in some form or fashion that they are connected to us, because it's like, yo, Brother Hatim say, turn on the camera and let shit happen.
Yeah,
that's my technique. Turn on the camera, let shit happen. Go ahead.
Let me pump the brakes. We use a lot of terminologies, and we use a lot of things that all the listeners may not. You said keep it real, right? We're living in 2020, man, and everybody's version of real ain't the same. So you got to keep it true and pure. Keeping it real ain't enough no more.
What?
Because everybody's version of real is not the same, because it's based on their reality. The base word is reality. Everybody's reality ain't the same, man.
I disagree. I will argue with you. I agree. I will argue. Go ahead.
This is what the show is for. Everybody can't have the same point of view.
I ain't saying how to say it. I just said I could argue that. But go ahead.
Okay, well, go ahead. I want you to then.
All right. Reality. You saying everybody's reality is not the same, but we all exist in one framework of reality.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah. If I was to pull out, if I was to pull out $100 right now, you know what I'm saying, and be like giving it away on this show, people's reaction would pretty much be the same because it's coming from a standpoint, a reality that we all have to deal with. Now, you might have some fantastical shit going on. When I say real, what I mean, because you like everybody's, you know what I'm saying? Real for me is no cuts. You know what I'm saying? My show that I call The Adventures by Tim is not reality because I could cut shit out. I could throw words up. But when we are live, this shit is real. My daughter liable to come down here right now with a damn issue and will interrupt my whole goddamn show right now. They know they could do that because, or you know what I'm saying? Because that's the way it is real. Something can happen right now for you in real time. And you could be on the show with us and we all be experiencing that shit. Why? Because it's real time. It's not, we're not cutting it. It's nothing. Everybody know that this shit is live. That's real.
Okay, I get your point.
And that was a long point just to speak around because I started thinking about it and I said, you got a point, but I ain't just, you know.
Well,
yeah, I think I caught you agreeing with me. It's okay. It happens all the time. So listen.
Wait, let Navita go.
I think there's a such thing as for what people have coined the phrase, whoever the people are that coined this phrase, this alternate reality. However, if it's real, it's either real or it's fake when it comes to those things. So I think alternate reality is just a nice way of saying it's fake as hell. That's
on the street. That's him.
Fake as hell. And don't disagree with
nice
it. Don't, you got to be, wait, hold on, Rashid, before you start. If you disagree with her, you got to be very nice because she's a pistol carrier. I'm just letting you know.
Oh,
I'm so glad to hear that. The sisters have stopped.
Oh, hey, listen, and Gye-Nyame, I think it's more sisters with guns than brothers. This shit is crazy. This shit be crazy. I'd be like, I'm calling the sisters.
During the Panthers' heyday, the sisters stayed strapped.
Oh, man.
The brothers might have, little, things that wouldn't allow them to open carry, but the sisters stayed strapped. Man, listen, man, I wasn't disagreeing with the sister, first of all.
Because he's scared of guns. But go ahead. Especially pretty motherfuckers with guns. She's so pretty.
A pretty motherfucker with a gun. Ooh, boy, you show your age.
Pretty father with it. I told you I am the vice president of the Off Brothers. But go ahead.
No, but at the end of the day, I deal with different people in different walks of life, and you know that, right? And I've seen things that in their mind they consider keeping it real. Sure. I've been in this store and asked a young brother to pull his pants up. I don't want to see the crack of your ass, boy. And was willing to deal with whatever repercussions that came after that because I felt like I was justified. I have a tendency that once I feel like I'm on the side of the righteous, that nothing can stop me. I know sometimes that's not a good, thing, but that's how I move through life, and it's been working for me so far. But I've had to, I'm just keeping it real, man. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, yeah, and that's not keeping it real, though. So you said they've redefined it. That's not keeping it real. I always say people like that who say, I'm just keeping it real. No, you're keeping it real ignorant, if that's what you want to call it. But you're not keeping it real. You keeping it real ignorant.
His version, he's walking around in his version of reality. I used to do, you talked about Sister Janice up in Detroit, Tim. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
I used to do it when I was up in Detroit as a landlord, property manager. I used to step into her classroom on Fridays and get the kids a break, and we'd have career day. So I'd always say, hey, take out a pencil and a piece of paper, put your books away. We're getting a break from, Miss Riley, and we're gonna do career day. So the first time I did it, I said, break out a pencil and a piece of paper. This is what I heard. So I was looking for the girls to be doing that, and it turned out it was the boys doing it.
You talking about the popping of the lips?
They was popping their lips. So before I could even get the career day, I had to deal with these boys popping their lips. We waited through the popping of the lips. And then I said, write down what you want to be, and I will give you 3 steps in that direction. Everybody, write down what you want to be, and I will give you 3 steps. So the whole piece was, first of all, they were in high school, so it was probably going to be more education, right? So it was a setup. It was an easy class. All right. So we're going through. I take all the papers from the children, and I read them off, and I get to the one little boy that says he wants to play the NBA. Okay. And I'm like, oh yeah, exactly, sis. All right. So the class start clowning him though.
So you only had one that was NBA? You only had one that was a professional athlete?
Listen to the story.
Hold on, hold on, stop. I just want to know, because if you was in a classroom full and you only got one, and you was in Sister and you was in Detroit and you was in Sister Janet's class, I want to give her a round of applause. So are you saying that there was only one? You went through the list and there was only one individual talking about he wanted to be a professional athlete?
Yeah, and I'm
all right, cool. Well, hold on. All right, family, we gonna give our sister Janice Riley, who has a podcast that I post up on my timeline every week, so she know what the fuck she talking about. She got a classroom of individuals, and only one of the students, and this is years before, going through her class was talking about being a professional athlete. I want to give her a round of applause. She deserved that shit.
All right.
Let it wait. Hold on. Let the crowd, let the screaming crowd die down. You can finish your story.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
Yeah, I tried to stop the applause because you probably.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
I tried to, but you were so hell bent on giving her.
No, I asked you a simple question. See, that's that reality
shit.
You just jumping the gun, boy.
Yeah.
Gun jumper.
But I don't want to. Now it's gonna look like I'm indicting my sister's teaching. So let me finish the story, okay?
No, you ain't indicting her. Fuck that. So go ahead.
So the whole class starts clowning the boy. All right. So I look at the little boy and I say, "Oh, he's short." They're teasing him because he's short, and they're probably saying he will never make it to the NBA. So I immediately jump in there with all the short people because I was a short guy in high school myself. I said, Spud Webb made it to the NBA. Tyrone Muggsy Bogues played 17 years in the NBA, man. Don't let these people get you down.
Did you sing a song with it too? Did you?
They said Mr. Jackson. They said that Mr. Jackson. That would be fine if he was on the basketball. I said, wait a minute, boy.
Wait, stop.
I said, wait a minute, boy. I said, you're not even on the basketball team here at the school and your dream is to be in the NBA? And he looks at me straight in the face with the most serious face. He said, yeah, but I'm sweet on the game.
Damn, that's worse than my story.
That's the bit.
Wait, so now, hold on. You got to remember, we're dealing with the off generation. So please explain to them what you mean when you say you're sweet on the game, because that means he might have been playing outside or so clarify.
No. He was referring to the fact that he was referring to the fact that he didn't play physical basketball. He played video games, and because he was good on the video games, he figured he could make it to the NBA. I don't know how he bridged that, but this is their version of real.
No,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
And this is where we fall short, right? Because at that point in time, we should have known something was coming. And I said noon, something was coming.
I know, that's a good made-up word, noon.
We should have known something was coming.
We should have known.
We should have known something was coming. Because hey man, they making big money on these games. That boy might be.
That word at Ohio State University.
Yeah, he's the only one I know that graduated. But listen,
right.
You're the only one I know with a degree, Hudson. You use the words like noon. We can make that into.
Well, I mean, they had a lot of multiple choice questions up there. I'm real good. I'm real good. I'm real good on those A, B, C's, and D's, dog.
Noon is the past tense of known. That's
right.
No, it's actually the future tense. We should have known. You know what I'm saying? Predictive.
You speak multi-dimensions.
Right. Like, you know, if our mother could have their own form of reality, I could have my own form of, you know what I'm saying?
Of language. That's true. Because guess what? Me and the
shouts out to Derek Thompson.
We knew exactly what you meant when you said noon. We knew exactly what you meant when you said noon. So you're right. But getting back to my point is that experience right there, how serious he was.
They be serious, don't they? They be serious as a motherfucker, boy.
Well, so years later, guess what happens? It's funny that you say that. I'm dealing with my oldest son, and my oldest son is flying to Vegas to compete in a video game tournament where he's got sponsors and they put him up in swanky hotels and they pay him to play video games.
Right.
So here it was, I was laughing at this little boy, but maybe this little boy was a visionary. But at the time, he sounded like a complete idiot.
But really, when things are changing in the world, those people who are on the cutting edge often sound like a fool. Listen, I want you to think about this, Rashid. I mean, and Navita too, because you in our age grade, and anybody else out there. You see what young people are doing with social media now.
Right.
I want y'all to imagine that when we were in our 20s, what in the fuck would we been doing with a concept like social media?
Ooh, Lord. I don't know. It wouldn't have been, I don't know if I'd have been so good for me in my 20s. I probably would have been
Actually, you got a good point. It probably would have been good for us.
I'd have been a buffoon, let me tell you. I'd have been a super buffoon.
But man,
they said the youth is wasted on the young. They said youth is wasted on the young. They say.
Well, I don't know.
What's the topic? What's the topic for today, brother?
Man, Bigfoot. Bigfoot is the topic of the day.
Oh, somebody saw Bigfoot in Columbus, right?
Somebody saw Bigfoot in Columbus, and not only did they see him, but Bigfoot came onto their property, killed their dog, ripped his head off, left him in one place and left his head in another place. The man went and got his dog, buried the dog. Bigfoot came back that night, dug the dog up, ate the dog, and left the head. Then came back the next night, hit the motherfucker's porch, knocked off his $1,000 grill, and just coming back and assaulting. And this dude saw Bigfoot with a rifle in his hand and he didn't shoot. And the only question I got is, if Bigfoot was a black man, that motherfucker be dead. Why is it?
You already know that.
Why is it that Bigfoot got white privilege? Bigfoot has.
Bigfoot got animal privilege because them motherfuckers recognize themselves in Bigfoot, so they have a special bond with animals. So that's where it's at. They have some kind of a bond with animals, even though it's tearing up their other animal. They just can't seem to detach from it like they do the human.
With us.
Black.
I'm going to tell you something that's disturbing to me. Bigfoot been around since we was kids, right?
Right.
Yeah.
How old would Bigfoot be at this point?
No. This is all right. So the actual term is big feet. It's big feet.
Sasquatch.
And there's big and the children of big feet, when they go off individually, they're Bigfoot. So it was a plural. This ain't the same motherfucker running around just terrorizing people and eating dogs and shit.
Okay, because he right about that. That motherfucker need to be about what, 80?
Yeah, Bigfoot probably should be sitting down somewhere at this point if it's the same Bigfoot I remember.
No, this Bigfoot Junior. This one is children. It's children. It's children.
Okay, so
There was
the
a woman?
Well, no,
this is that there's a
this is the Bigfoot. This is the Bigfoot that's in poverty. The other one got the commercials with the that Randy Macho Savage used to do.
Okay.
So wait. Those aren't the real Bigfoots, right? Those are just actors.
No, that's an actual
Right.
Bigfoot. He has a contract.
Oh. So wait a
That's
minute
that
now.
reality shit. But
Are you telling me that there's a tribe of Sasquatch roaming?
Yeah, that's the yeah. The proper term is big feet.
Oh, more than one.
Right, more than one. And then and the individuals that go around tearing motherfuckers up is a big foot because it's usually one of the ones that is not able to cash in on the commercial licenses that they have. So he goes around and tries to make a name for himself.
Right.
You know, because the only thing that was his fur, I think the fur was covering up the fact that he was on Instagram when he was fucking with this white man's house. If you go and you look up Bigfoot, go on Instagram right now and look it up, you probably could see this Bigfoot hitting this motherfucker's porch, knocking this shit off, and he's trying to get into the commercial side of the big feet conglomerate. Because they get licensing for all those old videos that we had. They sued in court.
Okay.
And they got all the lights. That's why you don't remember when it was a Bigfoot craze when we was young? They cut that shit off.
Yeah.
Because the Bigfoots, the big feet tribe sued and got all that shit. So you can't show that shit without them getting paid. That's why they ain't showing it no more.
Okay.
I thought y'all knew that. I mean, it's simple. I mean, it's as real as the Moore shit. I'm just saying.
Listen to me. It sounds to me like they display a resilience and a longevity that would almost dictate that we make them part of the Gye-Nyame journey.
Now, see, I already invited them to a barbecue, but they kind of uppity because they got money and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we would get the rowdy big feet.
It sounds like they doing better than the Gye-Nyame journey.
They doing much better. I mean, they doing much better than us. But the ones that aren't doing good are not really doing good. So when they come, they're gonna show out. So that means that we have a 9-foot tall motherfucker with very big feet acting up at the barbecues. And I'm not trying to put the Warriors on point like that, where because we ain't have to deal with no 9-foot motherfucker. The biggest one we had to deal with was he might have been 6'5", 6'7", 300 pounds and shit. These motherfuckers be about 9 feet tall, about 400 or 500 pounds. So I'm not trying to put my Warriors up against nobody like that. That wouldn't be a fair battle.
Okay, now, see, there's so much stuff going on right now. You're confusing me. Who weighed and measured the damn Bigfoot?
Well, now, in order for them to get the contract, I'm quite sure somebody had to measure them. Listen, I ain't never met a Bigfoot, but I know that if you look in the court records, I did research before the show. If you look in the court records, the reason the Bigfoot mania died out was because the big feet came out of the big feet had representation, and they came up out the wilderness and sued all these companies that was putting a bad name on them. So they formed a Big Feet Defamation League. And anytime you say some shit bad about them, like possibly I'm doing on my show right now, because I'm surprised there ain't no Big Feet lawyer at the door right now talking about suing me, because they don't play with their image. They don't play with their shit like we do. They don't play with that shit. So you do a movie about Bigfoot, pay me. Nigga, pay me.
Well, let me ask you this, all bullshit aside.
Go ahead.
Why do you think that he didn't shoot Bigfoot? Why do you think so?
Well, because he wasn't black.
Oh, now, come on now. Let's just be real. I'm not gonna put everything in the black-white category. I used to do that, and I'm not gonna do that this time.
Well, don't do that. Why? Well, why you think you didn't shoot him?
The reason that he didn't kill Bigfoot is because that wasn't Bigfoot. But the more tragic part of the story is that somebody did, in fact, rip the head off the damn dog to make this whole story.
So you don't think he seen no? Well, why didn't he kill what he saw?
That's what I'm saying.
He killed what he saw?
Because it wasn't a black man. He didn't kill that motherfucker.
Or he didn't see nothing. You think he making that whole shit up?
Listen. I know Bigfoot. I got the court documents, goddammit.
Yeah.
Bigfoot is real.
I got the answer.
Bigfoot is real. Bigfoot is real. Go ahead.
Okay, I got the answer, and y'all ain't gonna like it, but it's the truth of the matter.
Wait, hold on. Go ahead.
All these black folks that keep getting killed are soft targets. Bigfoot might have whooped that ass.
You got a good point. That's a big. If it was something like that, that motherfucker could take a motherfucking slug and it's not gonna stop. You're right.
He might. That gun might not have been enough. and now, if that gun ain't enough, now you dealing with possible sodomization by a Bigfoot. Okay.
Oh shit! Hell no. Okay.
Wait, did he say?
What? He probably would have liked that shit.
Did you say rape by Bigfoot?
I didn't say rape. I didn't say it would have been consensual at some point. But what I'm saying is, all the black folks that you see on a regular basis is getting shot in the back. They're getting killed while they cuffed. We got shooters out here on the street, and I don't see none of them getting killed.
Wait,
well,
hold
on. You know
on.
what it is? Some of them, do you know what it is? Why he would be, if you use that analogy, then Bigfoot would be a soft target because his tribe is weak.
No. See, but no.
Because no one's going to come back and do anything.
You ain't been listening to it. Exactly.
Bigfoot got a solid tribe.
And they got lawyers.
And they got, Bigfoot got the whole, what is that, PETA on his side.
Not only PETA, you got to understand, there's paperwork. Bigfoot got paperwork. The Big Feet tribe got paperwork. They got lawyers.
So you might not even be allowed to kill a Bigfoot. You might not even be allowed to kill a Bigfoot, bro.
Listen.
But black people, on the other hand, we don't have that tribe or that backup, so that makes us a weak target.
Yeah. They can just shoot.
No, not weak, soft. In other words, when I say soft
target,
I mean it's a terminology used in military.
It's no threat. Yeah, I've heard it's not a threat. You don't
right.
feel it's a threat.
Bigfoot, listen, Bigfoot is a threat because he don't pay taxes. See, he not only.
I'm about to silence your motherfucking ass.
Not only the Bigfoot tribe is a nonprofit. Or look it up. It's the paperwork is there. Now, wait, hold on. Listen, Capshaw agree with me.
You a Bigfoot sellout, ain't you?
You said what?
Yes, exactly.
You a Bigfoot sellout, nigga. You be on these Bigfoot motherfuckers. You want to go out with a Bigfoot?
No, this ain't me. Listen, hold on. Now it depends on what side of the track she on, as far as the Bigfoot tribe. You know what I'm saying? She got some money. She gets some play. But brother Capshaw say that Bigfoot endorsed Trump because they like the tax policy. They don't agree with all the stuff he's saying, but I'm quite sure they agree with some of the tax policies that he had for the rich. But
I don't disagree with everything he say. You'd be a fool to.
Right.
Listen.
You gotta pay attention to everything, man. Everything. Listen, man.
Carmen shouts out to Carmen White. She say Bigfoot is a Neanderthal. Whatever he is, he not catching them bullets. Let's put it that way.
If he's a Neanderthal, that motherfucker been dead then. Well, come on, man. Now we're talking about
listen.
We live amongst the
Neanderthals. Listen. I'm just saying. Listen to me.
Okay.
Pit dwellers.
I'm just saying. I don't know what's out there. All I'm saying is that if you follow the paperwork. The Big Feet.
What paperwork?
The Big Feet have declared themselves a nation. As a matter of fact, the Big Feet, if you follow the paperwork, they say they were the original people.
Woo.
So I'm just saying, And they got lawyers to back that shit up. And if anybody out there got some arguments about it, because this is why they ain't getting shot. See, Bigfoot could go on your property, eat your dog, and you won't shoot his ass if you white. Now, if you black, because we don't know, that motherfucker gonna catch some lead. If I see a Bigfoot, just on principle, if that motherfucker's doing something aggressive, I got to put him down. And unlike the white boy, I can outrun a Bigfoot. I'm quite sure I can outrun a Bigfoot.
You know all these stats.
Wounded.
Probably just know how much you weigh. That all of a sudden now you outrunning him.
Who?
You are. Listen to me. In all seriousness, we talked about a couple things that I think we need to highlight real quick. Number one, we started off talking about the sister's arms, right? And we're talking about protecting and talking about soft targets. We talk about things coming onto our property. And we talking about, listen, at the end of the day, if anybody that's listening right now, this is my personal opinion. This is not the opinion of the Gye-Nyame journey. This is my personal opinion. We all need to be arming ourselves for Bigfoot or his peoples.
Or we need to come together like the Bigfoot tribe so that we can go and have the protections that are Bigfoot. Because I want you to understand, Bigfoot, I'm looking at the article right now. Bigfoot went on a white man's property, ate the white man's dog, and was able to come back on a regular basis and not get shot. So Bigfoot,
how do you know he was white? Because of the $1,000 grill?
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on. If you go and you click on a YouTube, if you go and look on a YouTube, this motherfucker he's some type of law enforcement officer. This motherfucker got a 300-foot driveway. This motherfucker got he went looking for his dog. He grabbed the little 4-wheel thing that you sit on and ride to go look for his dog. Exactly. That ain't us. That ain't describing our lifestyle, especially if you're a police. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's wealth. He pulling from some type of wealth. They robbed somebody somewhere in history, and he's benefited. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah. That motherfucker still in front of motherfucking, what's that place called? Where they had the evidence and shit and dope dealer shit.
The evidence room.
The evidence room.
She said he get in the evidence room.
He ain't even making it there. I'm motherfucker taking that dope out there.
So is there footage?
That shit.
Is there any footage?
No, and that's what's crazy. There's no footage. He put up cameras now. They say he put up cameras. But you can...
Whoa. You got all this property. You got all these toys. You got $1,000 grill sitting on your front porch.
And you ain't got
4-wheeler ATVs. And you ain't got no ring. You ain't got no cameras.
And listen. And see, now hold on. He got a 6-foot fence. So Bigfoot not only ate his dog, Bigfoot jumped the fence without breaking the fence. Now, we talking about something that's about 9 feet tall. I mean,
you said he was 9 feet tall, so he ain't got to touch the fence.
What, nigga, that's 6 feet. Nigga,
John, he got to climb that.
He got to do something. Nigga,
John,
look.
You remember how we used to come over fences when we was kids with that little
nigga, we talking about Bigfoot. Nigga, we talking about somebody that's supposed to be living in the woods. You know what I'm saying? No fur on that. He ain't leaving no fur on the fence or nothing. And he running for his life. And he's just basically, if you listen to the story, he coming back and harassing the white people. And he not getting shot. What in the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
We need to line up our movement with their movement.
Well, they doing something right. They doing something right.
I want to talk about something that just hit the news up here where I'm at. If anybody don't know, I'm up here in Northeast Ohio.
Go ahead. I got to step away for a second.
They just sentenced the sister to 90 days in jail for assault of 3 McDonald's employees through the drive-through window for not giving her cookie.
Okay, so let me back up. You're saying that the sister was charged because she didn't give the white people their cookies?
No. Our sister didn't get her cookie.
And so she went off?
Man, listen. She went next level. I get her, Bill. She went next level. She come through the drive-through window, sis. They got it on tape and everything.
Wow. Now, was the woman in the drive-through, my question, working there, was she black or white? Just curious.
I think it was all white folks working inside, but they was trying to get that lady her cookie. They really was. They didn't mean not to give her a cookie. I think what the bigger point is,
damn.
The bigger point is this. You a mother. You a mother, and now you got to go lay it down 90 days.
Lucky that's all they gave her.
90 days. In the middle of Corona.
She lucky that's all she got. That's really sad. That's why we need to get with some of these young people.
Yeah.
And teach them to get out of that mindset. That's embarrassing, Carl.
What was she doing? Keeping it real?
Real ignorant.
That's what I mean. And you should have seen her when they took her to court. She still was sitting there defiant with her fake lashes on.
Was she?
Yeah, you can look it up, man. It happened in Cleveland.
Wow, I'm gonna have to look it up. Wow, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, you know, we do have a site where you can post shit up and talk about shit. It's GNJ.media. I got a few people on here right now. I ain't gonna say the number, but anyway, we got a certain amount of people on live right now. Y'all go to GNJ.media right now and still watch and sign up for our shit right now. Go over to GNJ.media, click, join the tribe. So I don't know what happened, but did it have anything to do with the Bigfoot or the Big Feet tribe?
No, we changed the subject just a bit.
We are not talking about that damn Bigfoot bastard.
We're talking about.
But I'm gonna say this. Also, another lesson that we can learn from. Y'all notice, because at the same time Bigfoot was real big. Y'all remember when we was young, the Loch Ness monster. You know why they disappeared too?
Why?
Same shit. Loch Ness, they
Meanwhile,
lowered
back at
up.
the ranch,
They lowered up.
Today.
They set up a tribe, and they started building. You know what I'm saying? They even got a name and shit, Bessie and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, it's a lot of shit we can learn from. But go ahead.
So I want to talk about the mindset behind the sister that jumps through the drive-through window over a cookie. What do you think was behind that?
Well, see, it was a black woman that jumped through the. Okay, now my question was, what type of cookie was she jumping through the window for?
What? What did he say?
I can't.
What did he say?
He said, what type of cookie was she jumping through the window
for?
McDonald's
got them little chocolate chip cookies in the little cellophane with the little Ronald McDonald stuff written on them.
Man, we in some hard times right now, man. And if they were supposed to give her a goddamn cookie, I mean, it's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. I'm in my car. I've been locked up for all these months, and I pull up to McDonald's and I give them a simple order. Yeah, I know everybody been there. I'm not the only motherfucker that been there. I might not jump through the window.
She went to jail over that damn cookie to jail.
She got 90 days of actual incarceration for a damn cookie.
That wasn't the plan. But what I'm saying is we all she wasn't.
It never is. Incarceration is never the plan.
It's never the plan.
It wasn't. She just wanted her goddamn cookie. I mean, we don't know how long she had been locked up. We don't know how, and then on top of this, school has started. Because I know there's some parents that's wishing they could go, I mean, not really wishing for jail, but wishing for some type of relief. Because trying to figure out this shit online with the kids and shit, and I need a break. I'm locked up with these motherfuckers all day, but I hear y'all.
Oh, snap. That was a setup. She was trying to ditch her kids for a little while.
I mean, you never know, man. You never know. Because, I mean...
My mom used to leave me at McDonald's Playland when it first came out.
No, she didn't. Stop it.
Stop
it.
Tell that on your mama.
Stop.
For a whole shit.
I know where your mama... Stop, nigga. Stop. We not gonna do that. We gonna stop. All right.
Corey Holcomb talks about this on his show about like the chick who jumped through the drive-through window to fight over some goddamn. Excuse me, look, I'm drinking Perrier. Oh my God, I burped all in the phone. Real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey.
Real life.
But anyway, yeah, he talked about what he called an ain't shit bitch. She ain't shit bitch.
Come on with it.
And that was some ain't shit bitch behavior.
Listen.
Over a cookie.
I
her shit
want my cookie.
I don't give a fuck if it was a white chocolate macadamia nut cookie, which is my favorite.
That's a nasty ass cookie.
Lay it down.
All of us will justify it depending on, just because, see, the only reason you're not agreeing with her was because it's not a white macadamia nut cookie. If it was a white mac, you could understand a little bit, but because you don't like chocolate chip, sister, you need to pull back a little bit and have a little understanding and compassion. The sister wanted her chocolate chip cookie.
No, that's an ain't shit bitch. And she the same motherfucker that will when she get mad at you or me and she see us in public, she'll act like that too. She'll act just like that again.
Oh, she ain't like jumping at me.
I had somebody come up to my car and I did not have my gun on me because my license needs to be renewed. And I tried to talk to her because my new motto is, what would Malcolm do? That's my motto. So if I get hit with confrontation, I ask myself, what would Malcolm do? And I tried to talk her down, but she done blocked me on the street, got out her car, came up to my window of my car. You know what I'm saying? This is an ain't shit bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
This is ain't shit bitch behavior.
But you
all that black girl magic and all that shit be fake.
Stop.
They get mad, they
but I am concerned. I need to talk you down because the first part of the conversation, the first sentence in this whole thing was that you didn't have your pistol. So if you had your pistol, how would this have worked out?
You already know because she would have been coming up on me and legally, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that, and before that happened, I didn't have my what would Malcolm do motto. I just started applying that. So,
Oh my God. See, I can't deal with black women. Y'all too violent.
No, that would have been her threat because she coming up on me and I tried to scare her like, go on, woman, and move the car towards her like I was going to hit the bitch just to try to get her to get back in her car. She like, hit me, bitch. I'm like, oh my God, really? You going to run up on me like this? You don't know what I got in my car. And I just don't, because of the COVID, I've been having some problems getting my my renewal on my CCW. So I didn't have it in the car.
Wait. Now, let me help you out with that. Now, hold on. I got the bigfoot lawyer on the line because they've been listening.
I already talked to her. I already been down there to get the stuff. I just need to get a police report.
But there's no you only need a license for a concealed weapon. If it's not concealed,
if it's in my car, it's going to be concealed.
Okay, all right. But somebody else called in. Who this on the line?
Joe Berry.
What's up, Joe Berry? How you doing?
All right, just listening to y'all acting a fool.
Hey, hold on. Wait.
Behavior. What do you think is behind that type of a behavior? Whether it be some black sister jumping through the drive-thru over a cookie, or somebody running up on you because they felt like you turned in front of them or cut them off. What is behind that? I know we stressed out in life and everything, and we got a lot to go through as a people.
Very stressed.
But I think we start giving each other. What do you want to say? We don't want to hold each other accountable sometimes, though.
Right. I drive on the road, and where I see it, and most of these younger people, they always in a rush to go somewhere or to go nowhere, and they get road rage real quick. I just laugh at them. But if somebody comes towards my car, I'm sorry, Navita, y'all gonna be bailing me out of jail. Because somebody comes up at my car, I'm popping them with concealed papers or not. I don't care. I ain't gonna pop them to kill.
That was her lucky day because I did not have my gun that day. But I would have, typically, as Hantem knows, I typically carry a gun all the time. And I didn't have it that day.
How Tim does? Hold on.
Side of the game.
Hold on. I just got a call from the Bigfoot lawyer. Hold on. He told me to denounce the fact that I know that Navita always. I don't know that shit. The Bigfoot lawyer is telling me that I don't know she care. I just know she has a gun. I don't know that she carry that shit all the time. All right, thank you. All right, but go ahead.
Okay, great. Well, we need our sisters and brothers and everybody else. Like I was watching Judge Toler on the show the other day, and she talked about how many black folks she has incarcerated over split decision things that they've done like that, where she was put in a position to have to put them in jail because of the law. And they put themselves in decisions, like you said, over some road rage type situation.
Over some bullshit.
Or something like that. Over some bullshit.
Right.
And I think we got to stop doing that. We got to
Well,
stop.
now, but
work with grown motherfuckers no more.
But I think part of the issue is that, first off, and it's just not, like I said, this is why I keep saying tribe up. Because you need somebody that you could call about some shit like that. When something, so that you could get balanced out. And also, we need to have groups where we actually talk about, or people we could trust that we could talk about what we're going through with. Because everybody don't have that. Everybody can't get on a place like Gye-Nyame Journey like we doing right now and just, and joke. I'm sitting up here joking about the motherfucking Bigfoot, and we still able to have serious talk and shit like that. But a lot of people don't have that. They don't have that. Who will?
Well, I ain't gonna shoot them to kill them. I'm gonna hurt them real bad. You know, kneecap, big toes, big toes.
I'm scary, motherfucker. I want you coming back.
Joe, you so nice. You just gonna hurt them real bad. You might.
That's what I want. I go to jail for assault and not murder. See, I have a chance to get out for assault, but you ain't got a chance to get out for murder.
Oh yeah, you do. You can get. I know too many people who out on murder charges. You can get 7 to 10 on a murder charge.
Yeah, but you gotta go.
Wait, stop. Hold on, stop. Navita, we hang too tight for your ass. Wait, stop. Navita.
What? I'm in school for this shit now anyway, so you already know.
We hang too tight for your ass to just be coming up, and I'm kind of scared now, cause. Nigga, you just giving motherfuckers the game, and then on top of that, you know too many motherfuckers. Go ahead, I'm listening.
You can. I mean, I know people that in my family that have killed people in this 7 years.
You ain't even got to do 7. If you run Bigfoot over with a car,
we ain't talking about Bigfoot. We talking about other people.
They gonna put you in.
Them too. If you run them over with a car, you can be home in 18 months.
I ain't want to do that. Assault, you can be home in 3.
3 months?
Not if you do a vehicular one, because my friend just got out of jail 2 years ago on that.
On assault?
Wait, Navita, Navita.
Okay. You know, plus I'm an inmate advocate, so you know I work with a lot of incarcerated individuals.
See, there's a thing with the vehicular homicide called plausible deniability. In other words, there could be there's a mechanical error. My foot slipped off the.
Wait. I hang with all you motherfuckers. I'm not feeling comfortable in this conversation no more. I thought
that's what the journey was for. I thought we were supposed to get a game up. I didn't know.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know how I feel. I'm not gonna hang up on you, nothing, but I'm not. Navita is talking about being able to kill motherfuckers and get out in less than 2 years, and she can get mad at me and just pop my ass. Rashid, I done grew up with you. You can run me over and be home in 18 months.
You a dark skinned black.
God damn.
I could run you over and not do a day. I could run you over and not do a day.
You arm of the law, nigga, because you too dark to be letting out there. You know they have done studies that proven that dark skinned people get stronger sentences than the light skinned people.
Right. Hey, I take blood pressure medication, and anything can happen when I'm behind the wheel. So I'm just saying, I get dizzy sometimes off my blood pressure medication. So.
Well, see, I got a heart problem, so I could have a heart attack. So
easy.
The views expressed here are not necessarily the views of Gye-Nyame Journey. You motherfuckers about to get. I'm glad we see. You only
we
on
don't
Jimmy
want you to do nothing, Hot Tim.
I ain't doing shit.
Because you're too dark to go to jail. They gonna give you a life sentence, nigga.
Yeah, he's as dark as one, ain't he?
I don't go to jail.
That ain't gonna get us. They're like, send that darky away. He too like he capable
I
of
don't-
melanating a whole bunch of them.
I don't even like visiting motherfuckers in jail. I'm just being honest.
Right, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit, cause all the doors and shit. I be like, man, god damn, no.
Now, I used to work for this company called Santa Glaze, and we had to go up to the Mansfield prison and reglaze all their bathrooms. These fools will keep our ID and run a check on us.
Wow.
Every time we go in there, I said, man, didn't you run a check yesterday? I ain't do nothing yesterday that I did today.
Mansfield, I used to go up there and do some, me, Baba Carter, and Brother Ed and Brother Dave used to go up there and do little programs for the brothers up at Mansfield Penitentiary.
Okay,
and
everybody
one thing I noticed, they're very young there and with double-digit sentences.
Yeah, everybody got a Mansfield story. I guess I might as well tell mine.
Oh God.
Go ahead.
I was actually incarcerated in Mansfield. Hey, we keep it in here. We keep it in 100, right? We keep it in real, right?
Right. Okay.
All right.
Maybe when was you there? Because you might have seen me do a presentation there before, in the where they had a little chaplain thing at or whatever.
And Rashid, she fine as a motherfucker. Rashid,
I was the only sister there, but it was
she fine as a motherfucker too.
3 other brothers.
Go ahead.
I was 18 years old, and I was in about 6 months.
Okay.
4 months and a day was the 6 months sentence back then. 4 months and 7 days. 7 days was a 6 month sentence, right? But a funny story is I got caught in a stolen car and had never been incarcerated, never had a case before, and they sent me to Mansfield. Ain't that some shit?
Wow.
You're black.
Am I?
That's just crazy. That's what they do.
Are you?
It's a gamble in that courtroom. When you in front of them motherfuckers, that's the lynch mob.
Well, that ain't no gamble, nigga. That ain't a gamble. If we know the outcome, we know it's not a gamble. Shit.
It's a gamble as far as how much time you might get. That's why people know they take a plea when you're innocent, because they know it's a gamble if they get up there in that courtroom for a case, go to trial. So they be innocent and take pleas. But,
Well, my whole theory that I had to develop is this right here. They only doing their job. My job is to get away with whatever they're doing.
Your job is to what?
Get away.
My job was to get away with whatever I was doing. Once they got me in that snare, then I'm out of bounds, and they can do what they want to do to me after that because I done got caught. So my job is to get. I had a PO tell me that one time. I came home and I was trying to be friendly with my parole officer, and they just cut me. It's like, let me cut you off short right there. I don't do all of that friendly shit. My job is to lock you up. And your job is to stay out. And your job is to stay out. You do your job, and I ain't got to do my job.
Do mine. Right.
Wow.
Yeah, but they got a lot of innocent motherfuckers in the penitentiary they snare up. But go ahead.
I ain't never went to jail for innocence.
My son is in prison right now for something he didn't do. My son is coming home next month. So I know, but plus I work with inmate advocates, and I know plenty of people who got caught up in, especially on some domestic shit, and then they put those kidnapping charges on there, which ain't shit. You really ain't kidnapped nobody, but you can do a 42 years on a kidnapping, and they threaten you with taking it to trial, and they say, well, or I can give you 18 months.
You see,
you know what kidnapping is?
Yeah. No, I got a part to do.
Hold on, you know what kidnapping is?
What's kidnapping?
It's moving from person.
If you make somebody move in one spot to another,
that's kidnapping.
You tell them they cannot move from one spot to another.
They cannot move.
It's either way. If you move them from one spot to, for example, say you in an argument. And I've been through this kidnapping cases in the court several times. with people. What it is when they implemented it during the OJ thing is when it became a law. They changed the kidnapping law. And what it is even if you are having an argument with your girl and she say, I want to go home, and you say no, and you grab her by the arm and say, just stay here and talk to me, you can catch a kidnapping charge.
Right, that's kidnapping.
And though you may not have kidnapped anybody, you might say, you know what, do I want to take my chances in there with these hunkies, or do I want to just go ahead and plead to this 3 years? Because kidnapping holds 42 years.
Ooh, Lord.
So you know what innocent people do? They take the plea.
Right.
They don't want to do them 3 years because they don't want to take their chances with these hunkies over there. Because I've seen people go to court with, it's obvious that they're innocent. My sister went to jail on some assault on a police officer type shit, and they had the videotape for the police officer dragging her through the Kroger, and she got found guilty. So you know it's a gamble.
You're only as innocent as you can afford to be.
Damn.
There you go.
That was dope.
Right.
That's a quote.
You're right.
That's going to go in our book. Keep up with your quotes, because we're going to have a book, and I'm going to have different people with that's going to be your quote. You know, in school, I just got a ding on my paper because they asked me that question in class. Is the criminal justice system fair to people who are not, financially whatever, have money?
No.
And I put no, and I got that wrong on my test.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
What I always say, you guilty until proven innocent.
That's exactly what it is.
Look what it is.
Or as Rashid said, you're guilty until you can afford your innocence.
And that too.
Listen,
there you go.
That too. If you can afford your innocent, you're gonna be innocent anyway, because they're gonna say, well, he just paid his way out.
Right.
We're gonna just, use a tax.
And that's only to a certain degree, because you could ask Bill Cosby about that shit.
Well, Bill Cosby couldn't afford the innocence. If he had Bill Cosby was at the bottom of his money. He ain't doing shit. That's why they couldn't get his ass. If they was gonna, let me put it this way, they got him at the exact right time. Cause he had money, but he ain't had that type of money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
White girl crying money. White girl's tears is about $10 million per tear. But go ahead.
He wanted to buy CNN and make it all black, so that was another way to stop it. And they said, you know what, this fool gonna buy this big old news company. Let's find something to lock his ass up.
I don't see now. I don't. But go ahead. Well, let Rashid go. But I don't agree with that. But go ahead.
Sister Navita, you said that the justice system is bad for folks who ain't got no money. Let me expound on that. Life is bad for folks who ain't got no money. Let me explain to you what I'm talking about. When you ain't got no money, you can't buy organic. You got to buy GMO. When you ain't got
goddamn right.
When you ain't got no money, you got to buy white sugar and white flour.
You can't buy that monk fruit sugar I ain't rich though, but I do buy monk fruit sugar.
You don't get to eat couscous when you ain't got no money. You got to eat white rice. Okay, so
right.
So
that's pretty much what it is.
It ain't just the justice system that's bad on you. You trimming years off your life just by being poor.
Ashe. Goddamn right. I'm trying to.
All right, thank you, Rashid, for depressing me and shit. I'm gonna go try and I'm gonna go put some cuckoos on layaway right now.
Did he just say cuckoo? That boy, not cuckoos.
The cuckoos. That's what he's saying, right?
Couscous.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put that on in layaway too. There's cuckoos.
I didn't even know what couscous was until I met you. So you act like you don't know.
He just don't know how to pronounce it. I said, I'm the only person I know with a degree and can't pronounce half of the words in the English language.
I told you, multiple choice. People don't believe me. I made it through college on multiple choice. Once I figured out they had multiple choice questions, I know. Like, for example, most of the time, the answer is not D. So that only leaves three other...
Woo, shit.
I hate you right now.
We talking about a college grad here.
I'm giving y'all the game. I'm giving you the game. I ain't even charging for that shit. Most of the time, the answer is not D. That means.
So now what you think is,
So I'd eliminate for free. I'd eliminate 25% of most of your problems in college. 25%. I ain't even asking for shit. Most of the time, it's not D. Go ahead.
That's a T-shirt.
We're gonna put that in that quote.
Yeah, most of the time, it's not D.
25% of the time, you got shit. I mean, I done just relieved you. I done gave you at least an F in college. If you just
Oh, so as long as you got an F, you could do the class over again.
No. What I'm saying is, look, I'm starting you off because in college you start off with a 0. They ain't grading you and doing like they do now. I'm not making you feel. I at least got you up to an F. You got to at least have 25. I mean, I got you at 25%. So now you can stumble on another 35% yourself. Most of the multiple choice questions, the answer is not D. I knew that.
You better give enough game because they can listen to this podcast and start turning the right answer into D, and then we'll all be fucked over.
Well, I mean, but by that time, the next Hot 10 will be here to tell you. See, because these motherfuckers are so predictable. It's right, because they're going to make they have to have the bottom. That's why white supremacy is so, let me put it this way. They need a bottom. So they can't randomly just pick shit.
I gotta click over.
Go ahead. They need a bottom. So D was the bottom when I was coming to school.
What is white supremacy? Is you talking about like this whole mystical idea that there's somebody controlling?
No.
What privilege and black oppression? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm beyond the somebody. I'm to the point where there has been a system established to make sure that white children stay on top. And I'm not mad because if I was on top, I would make sure that my kids would stay on top as well. It's a system. That's what you're supposed to do. So you can't be mad at white people for doing that shit. But you could be mad at white people for doing that shit and trying to lie and say this is universal and how it works. No, it's not, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is white supremacy is not about an individual or even a group controlling. It's about setting up a system where those that are like you and that come from you stay on top. Those who make the laws are those, how can I put it? The laws are made by those that benefit from the laws. So
okay,
every law, go ahead.
That's not all white. Listen, that's not all white people. I'm gonna break that down for you.
Hold on, time out. I know you might be sitting up there with a white girl right now and trying to.
Oh, that was low cut, man. That was low.
That ain't low. That ain't low. It's the truth. No, I'm just joking. But anyway, the point that I'm making is this. The point that I'm trying to make is very simple. It's this. It's not.
We're talking. Hear you in the background. They heard you. We heard.
That guy put his earphones in.
Hey, Joe. See, I known this dude for years, so I already know that no matter what I throw at him, he's gonna be able to turn that shit on me. So I mean, we got a good relationship. So I could say, but the point I'm trying to make is, it's about a group staying on top, and the best in that group being able to rise within that group with as little competition as possible. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So it's not, and it's not that all white people benefit from it, but the ones that do benefit from it are in that group. So you ain't got to explain how all white people, because I know it's some broke ass white people. I done ran into a couple of them, but even still, you know what I'm saying? They still have access to white privilege because they don't get nervous when the police pull them over, no matter how broke their ass is. Unless they got something on their record.
Listen,
right.
Listen, we're not. You remember the movie Green Mile? And they had the big black man playing the nigga that needed. And
man walking.
Yeah, and he said something about how the dude had killed the little girl, and he said he killed them what they love because he told the one little girl, if you say something, I'm gonna kill your sister. And so she was silent. She didn't go warn her parents. They're killing us with our love.
Oh man, expound, brother. Expound. That's
okay.
Pretty good.
What I'm saying is this right here. We so in love with assimilation, and we're so in love with the concept of integration and being a part of something that we have not focused on creating our own thing. You just said we know they cheating. So if we know they cheating, why would we play the game?
But hold on.
I've never participated in a dice game in my life. You know why?
Because they always said. You don't know. You don't know them, right?
Somebody's always trying to cheat.
Right.
Somebody's always getting stabbed. Somebody's always getting killed. I will walk around. I will cross the street to get away from a dice game.
Well, hold on. Brother Kwame said, God looks out for fools and babies, and perhaps not all the time. That was earlier. But he just wrote on here, that thinking made them change the number of prospect answers was up to 5. He talking about with my dude. No, but it was fucked up before me because now they do go to E. He right.
Right, exactly. You gave up the game. But my point is this.
Well, hold on. Brother Kwame also say you must recall Plato's law and a republic, where he defines power as the ability to maintain those in authority in their place. But go ahead, brother.
Exactly. So I'm glad he added that part because I've lived long enough to me and you, all of us have lived long enough to see.
See, there you go. You know too much. I'm gonna have to come down to Cat and deal with you because once again, I ain't give you permission to tell motherfuckers how long I've been on this planet. People on this show thought I was 20 years old.
I've been on this planet. I'm gonna tell you how long I've been on this planet. Today is my birthday, and I'm 58 years old.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. So let's give him a round of applause.
Another rotation.
You just saved Brother Rashid, because I was going down there. Give you a round of applause. Let's go and I know y'all can't hear it, but the world is hearing it. Shouts out to Brother Joe Berry. And Rashid's ass just telling.
This is my point right here. This is my point right here. They kill us with our love.
Oh, that's deep.
We are such a compassionate. We are such a deep rooted in our Creator's purpose within us people. See, the further you are from who created you, the closer you are to an animal. Okay, so they take advantage of our love. The Indians, they couldn't do the Indians like that. The Indians went comatose on their ass. If the slaves had just started dying on the boat on purpose, maybe they wouldn't have kept coming back like, man, that's bad cargo. But we're resilient. We learn to talk to people from different tribes. We're so damn resilient. They take advantage of it. If white folks didn't love us, they would have sold Marcus better boats. They would have sold Brother Marcus better boats. If white folks didn't love us,
wait, stop. You have to explain that shit because you beat me to it. Now, this concept is a Rashid concept. Give them the concept of Marcus and the boats, please.
We all know the story of Marcus.
No, everybody know. You gotta build your joke up all the way up so motherfucker can get the shit.
Brother Marcus Garvey, in the before my time in the early 60s, had created an organization.
Stop.
Back to Africa.
Wait, hold on, stop. For those, he's not a historian. So please, those out there that know the history, please do not start harassing my brother because then we're going to have beef. I'm letting y'all know he's not a historian because Marcus Garvey wasn't in the 60s. No. Okay? But y'all get the joke. Yeah, definitely. Because I'm about to. It was somewhere in the 20s, dog. But you said
this. 20s? This was in the 20s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, I just thought that was around the corner. I just thought I was just past that. Okay, so in the 20s.
He built boats to go back to
Africa.
The
Black Stars. Yeah, the Black Stars. So he had 3 boats he purchased from these white folks.
But they burned them up.
listen, the boats wasn't shit, right? And we didn't get back to Africa. My point being is this right here. In the 20s, when Marcus had a plan to get us up out of here, if them folks didn't like us so much, they'd have gave him seaworthy vehicles. They'd have made sure we got up out of here. Don't nobody want us to leave.
Tell them again. See, listen.
They love our culture. They love our culture. They love our music. They love our people. They love our food. They love our swag. They love our hair.
Labor. They love
our labor. So
I want y'all to listen to what brother Rashid is saying. Brother Rashid is saying that when they had a chance for us, because Marcus Garvey had the largest black movement, influence before internet, influence before TV, influence before he was able even to hit the radio. He had the largest black movement. He was willing to be able to buy boats and to take many of us back to Africa. Brother Rashid is saying that if they really wanted us gone, they would have gave him, or they would have sold him, because he didn't ask him. He was buying boats. They would have bought him seaworthy boats. Those of you that understand the history and know the history know that they sabotaged that whole shit. So even though this is a joke, which is a very good joke, by the way, Brother Rashid, I want to salute you on that shit. When you really look at it, the shit is deep.
Oh yeah, because they know they couldn't move forward without us, man. Look what everything we invented. Practically almost everything.
But I challenge both of y'all on this. I'm gonna say this: it's not what we invented that provides them with wealth. It's our suffering that provides them with wealth and satisfaction.
That's true. Let me ask a question. I'm in Ohio. You in Ohio? I think the sister in Ohio. I don't know where the brother's at. But do you know
Columbus too?
The word Ohio itself is indigenous. Is Cuyahoga, Chillicothe, Wyandotte. Ohio itself is the waterways. Everything is from the indigenous peoples of this land that they like to call the Indians. Am I correct?
Right. Correct.
Somebody please tell me the last time they seen a goddamn Indian.
Joe, you ain't supposed to laugh at that shit. But
I got to think, I'm like, damn, I ain't seen no Ohio Indians.
When did last time you seen an Indian, man?
Who?
Where the fuck they go?
Yeah, where the fuck they go? Oh, I know, Oklahoma.
Yeah, they sure did. They said, really, when it comes down to it, they did ship but now what a lot of people don't know about that is, well, I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to shut my mouth right now.
Listen. I think them people just disappeared, man. I think they
disappeared
into society.
No, see, because disappearing is what Bigfoot did when the white man came here. Bigfoot.
We ain't gonna get to talking about this Bigfoot shit again. Listen,
hey man, that's the title of the show, the Big Feet.
Tell me where the Indians are, and then we can continue. Because what
Joe told you they're in Oklahoma.
They were indigenous. And we were brought here, and we still here, and they ain't nowhere to be found.
Oh, they got rid of them.
They ran off. Oklahoma. They ran off to Oklahoma.
No. Joe, you got to understand the Oklahoma piece. The Oklahoma was the forced march. They forced marched who was left after they got done murdering them. They forced marched them off. But what a lot of people don't know, even in the forced march, I want to shut up because it gets into this whole slavery piece that I am still reeling from after reading From Here to Equality by Dr. Sandra Darity. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other documentation, but I'm going to shut my mouth because I'm trying to maintain some peace right now. But they didn't disappear. They was wiped out. And the ones that wasn't wiped out, they was forced marched up out this motherfucker to Oklahoma.
Right.
They called it the Trail of Tears.
One thing I hear about the whole... I'm sorry not to cut you off. I'm sorry, brother.
Research it yourself. I always tell people, hey, if you don't believe me, just research it yourself.
Well. Also, if we do our history that they made us take in school, one thing that will always keep popping up was the battle of this, the battle of that. Them Indians was fighting. They was getting killed and slaughtered, but they was fighting.
Time out. They wasn't all getting killed. I mean, let's put it this way. Yeah, they got their ass kicked, but they was also doing some ass kicking. But
that's true.
But they were.
But one thing that the natives, the one thing that that too. But the one thing that the Native Americans didn't have was a pipeline of individuals coming in to reform their ranks. So what was here for them was who was here. So you got to make your babies, you got to do all that stuff right here. While Europe, as they was expanding, they was opening up the borders and bringing in people from other countries as well as those that were snatched up, bringing them in. Now, getting back to your point about, go ahead.
Or it was biological warfare.
No, I mean, ain't no or. It's the same. I mean, war is war. I mean, we can go on and throw all that little fancy different. No, war is war. My goal is to kill you, motherfucker. Whether I kill you by poisoning your well or your food or spraying something in the air or helping you catch these goddamn bullets. War is war.
So question then. So if we call it a war and war is war, and we can't find no Indians, we would just assume that they lost that war. And since we still here, are we assuming that we won the war?
That's a good question.
No, I'm on the phone. Like I got an answer. Hold on.
Silence.
All right, come on with it.
Break it down and let it forever be broken.
All right, I missed the question, but go ahead. But I just heard some like I just gave up because he asked a good question. Come on.
The question was if it's a war like you said.
Well.
And they were fighting back, and some of them lost, and we can't find no more of them. We can't find no more of them. Would it be correct in assuming that they lost the war, and it would be also correct based on that premise that since we still here, that we won the war?
All right, my dear brother Rashid, loving, kind brother Rashid, just because we still here does not mean that you won the war.
We still at war.
Or we are the booty of war. You two booty niggas out there. Yeah, that's what booty is, nigga. You the booty of war. You the booty. We the booty. We the ass.
We the back end of the war.
We was what was left over. See, because now this is the issue. Because I mean, because the points. How can I put it? We know that there was a trail of tears, where those who basically survived were forced out to a certain part of like Oklahoma and into that area, so that white people could continue growing here. But they was bringing us in too. Now the issue is that the war that was, how can I put it? We was brought over here and raised up as property. Right. So we have never declared war. Now the war that was taking place was when they would come into the continent and take people out. We never declared war. You know why? Because we were, when it comes down to it, we are America. See, now, Native Americans belong to Native America. Black folks are America, the new one, the one that's been, we are it. So, in a sense, we are the first people of this land, or at least this, how can I put it? This so-called country as we know it now. Your ancestors are the original people of this country, not of the continent. Somebody else just called in. Who that?
Your mama.
Oh,
Ooh.
Girl, my mama ain't as fine as you, girl. I can't wait to see you.
Oh my
and,
God, I can't.
And I hope you pull your gun on me, girl, because there ain't nothing more sexy than that, girl. I like a fight.
Okay, you crazy. So go ahead. I'm just trying to get back into the groove of things.
Well, we was talking about Bigfoot and
Oh, we were.
No, you wasn't.
No, we was talking about war and why there's no more Indians in Ohio.
Well, I mean, we know they was pushed out, but the
Right.
issue is we never had a cohesive group to where we could actually declare war because we were America.
Let me tell you something real quick.
That's all we knew.
About war.
Go ahead.
I mentioned this last night, and I thought this was a very good point she made. You know, we are, and I've been wanting to say it, you know, we are, what they say, how we are at war. And she says we need to, you know, stop thinking about saying that because we are not at war. A war requires two groups, you know, fighting one another.
That's right.
We are not fighting back, so we are not at war. War has been waged against us, but we are not at war. So then I looked up the meaning of the word war, and it's pretty much two groups that are, you know, combating against each other.
Right.
So we aren't doing the combating, so I guess
we're not at war.
that we are not really at war.
No, we getting bullied.
So, you know what? We've actually slid up on the whole piece, actually, if you really pay attention. We at war and don't know it. We at war and don't have weapons. We at war. And
But hold on. Part what
We're
she
not
said.
fighting back.
No,
War
it ain't
is
even. No,
being-
it's not even fighting back. It's you already defined it. It's two separate groups that are going to war. We have never defined ourselves as a separate group.
No.
oh, we're Americans.
We're Americans.
We're Americans. We're
We
Americans.
are America. When you talk about Africa, when you talk about America,
Americans can go to war with Americans. Don't sound crazy.
no. Americans, hold on.
That
Americans.
was the Civil War.
No, the Civil War. The Civil War was not Americans fighting Americans. The Civil War was the North fighting the Confederates. They both defined. No, but they both define their groups. No, but hold on, time out. Listen, Navita. I know you get excited.
Let me read the.
Go ahead, read the
Okay,
definition.
go ahead.
What I'm saying is the Confederate broke off from the Union. The Union was
Right.
America. The Confederates was trying to be something else.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, so hold on. Let me read the definition, then you decide if we as black people, are we at war or are we just being bullied, or how Tim put it. Okay, so war is a state of armed conflict between different nations or states or different groups within a nation or a state. So,
I think we get bullied.
Or are we just being bullied?
I say we at war, but we just don't want to fight back.
Then that's called
that
being
is not war,
bullied.
then.
That's not war. That's
not
bullying.
war.
We still on the playground of America, and the kid is coming taking our lunch. Shut up! You better not tell the teacher.
Right.
Nigga, don't talk the Constitution to me, nigga.
Can you hear that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can hear it. I like hearing myself, girl. I like it. But all right,
So
back.
definitely.
But when we getting back to the Bigfoot, because I think the Bigfoot is more important than all
not.
of it.
Big Mouth, we're not getting back to Bigfoot, okay?
Our job to put the next subject.
All right, let's go down. All right, so on the timeline, we have Bigfoot at home near Columbus.
You know what? I can't stand him. I think he want to go with Bigfoot. Shit.
Hey, if she got some money, she might be able to get it. I just heard she ain't got a neck. But I'm just saying. But anyway,
He's a Bigfoot sellout. That's what he is.
Go.
all right. What the Nazis learned from Jim Crow. Now, this is a new book that's coming out by us. What did the Nazis? See, because what people don't understand is that as the Nazis as well as the South Africans learned everything, almost everything that they use from America.
Ooh.
Anybody, I mean, and like I said, I want y'all to think about this shit. The Nazis in South Africa built their system based on what America was doing with us. Or let me say United States, because America's a big guy. Y'all had to know that. Y'all had to know that.
Yeah, but I was looking for some. Go ahead.
All right. The sister's name, she wrote a book, Warmth from Other Suns. Her name is Isabel Wilkerson. She did an excellent job on Warmth of Other Suns, where she talked about the Great Migration. Her latest book is called Caste, The Origins of Our Discontent. And what she is saying is that we have less of a racial problem here and more of a caste system problem. And the problem is that black folks have been pent into a bottom caste that everybody else could come in and have to decide on where they're going to be. Either you're going to be at the bottom caste or you're going to be at the middle caste, or if possible, we will allow you into the top caste. And
Either you pimping or you hoeing.
Either you pimping or you hold it. You know what I'm saying? So
hoeing.
Either you pimping or you being pimp, man. Either you pimping or you being pimp, man. There ain't no in between.
I'm so sick of y'all. Y'all gonna correct me one more time. I know where both you motherfuckers at. I know where you at.
I didn't even say nothing.
I'm just. Y'all done made fun of my. I got big lips. I can't pronounce all these goddamn words. But anyway,
I knew that already, bro.
You knew that? See, you learn it, this shit. You learn it.
I knew that already, brother.
See, I've been telling him for a long time. He can't listen. He good. Y'all, this boy good. Y'all got to go see his live show, and whenever he come back.
Who is this?
This is Rasheen. This is somebody I grew up with. I came into manhood with this.
Listen to beat. I'm Lisi's goddaddy.
She don't know Lisi. Well, I mean, she know. I don't know. She met Keisha.
You know Keisha?
She might know.
Oh,
Keisha.
yeah, no, Keisha.
Right, Keisha. Lisa is,
Lisi is her daughter.
Nigga, I know who Lisa is.
Okay.
No, the only reason I said that because I done seen the video on Keisha timeline before, so I figured they knew it.
See, that's just crazy. All right, but her latest book, I got a video on there that you could check out. Her sister is beautiful, and she does an excellent. Rashid, Sister Jackie hooked me up into this woman's book. Excellent writer.
Sister Jackie is.
Huh?
Tell the people who Sister Jackie is, man.
Sister Jackie is the one that came up with cultural stabilizing holidays. Those that's in Gye-Nyame, we use that shit all the time. But Sister Jackie called in some time, and she's an author. She done wrote for our newsletter when we was doing the newsletter. And she will call in. So, she's somebody like I said, we got a whole bunch of talented people around us. But the latest book is called Caste. I would suggest that everybody go out and check out because the how can I put it? I ain't gonna even say the framework, but she starts the book off, from what I'm understanding, with a speech from Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King went to India and he visited the one of the untouchable schools, because in India they have a distinct caste system. That's what they're famous for. And he went to one of their high schools to speak to some of their students, and the headmaster of the school got up and introduced Martin Luther King as a fellow untouchable. And Martin Luther King said that he was feeling a certain type of way that this motherfucker introduced him as an untouchable, but when he started reflecting on his experiences as an American, he understood what it meant. You know what I'm saying? And so she built her book from this. And if you read her book, Warmth from Other Suns, she writes in this, how can I put it? She writes in a factual story form, which is comparable to those people that might have read Malcolm Gladwell. You know what I'm saying? She if you ever read a book by Malcolm Gladwell.
2,000 Seasons, even.
Well,
Who was that? I can't. Okay, no.
No. Go ahead. Describe to. I mean, because I
forget, because it's fictional, but
it has facts.
It's factual at the same time. Yeah.
Right.
The story itself.
Right.
Is fiction, but the actions and things that took place actually are things that have occurred.
Right. Now,
in
but
history.
But the difference with her is that it's like actual shit in history. But she's building a story, so you don't get just caught in the facts and the numbers. You get caught in the story of the people that she's writing about. So, yeah.
That's what 2,000 Seasons does, yeah.
Like 2,000 Seasons. That's an excellent, see, this is Navita, you the bomb.
What's the brother's name again? I mean, it's a sister.
Her name is Isabel Wilkerson.
No, who wrote 2,000 Seasons? You remember? I don't know how
Hold
to
on.
pronounce it.
Kwame is on here.
Kwame, who wrote it?
But hold on,
Kwame,
Kwame got some arguments. He ain't calling in. But he says Jefferson Davis was president of Confederacy and Lincoln was president of the rest. Kwame is saying false. War is waged on us at every level: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, religion.
We said war was waged on us. We did say that,
but you know, I came in and said no, we being bullied. But Kwame said,
that's what,
fuck that.
Because that's what Shelley said. We're not at war, but war has been waged on us. But to say we are at war, we have not fought back. So that's what
I
makes us
said.
not at war. We are. But go ahead. Yeah, that's pretty much what Shelley I was saying. I agree with her.
Wait, hold on. The author is Ayikwe Ama.
Arma.
All right, but go ahead, Rashid.
Have you ever been in a fight with somebody that you knew you couldn't beat?
That's every fight I've been in, dog.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Because I was a little dude, right, in school. All my life I was a little dude, right? I didn't hit a growth spurt till I turned like 18, like right before I met y'all, right? So let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. I learned early in the game because I wasn't gonna bite my tongue, and I didn't really pay no attention to how big I was. I learned early on that sneaking a motherfucker wasn't cheating. I learned early on that picking something up and busting a motherfucker in their head wasn't cheating. So, if you saying we at war, these motherfuckers is sneaking on us and busting us in the goddamn head.
Right.
They sneaking us and busting us in our goddamn head, and they ain't paying.
They have waged war against us for sure.
Ain't no rules to this shit, man.
Ain't never been. But now let me say this to you. Got a question for you. If war is being waged against us, these motherfuckers is horrible at it.
What do you mean?
What you mean? The purpose?
Because time out. What the purpose ain't? What?
They're winning.
Stop.
The
purpose. War is the purpose is not to kill you. What's the purpose?
But the purpose is to control.
Of war.
It's control.
The purpose is control.
Well, I guess.
And they controlling everything.
Okay. So the question is, if they ain't trying to kill us, all right, you right. So now, but this is the question. What you gonna do about it?
We gotta have the numbers, strengthen the numbers.
No, Navita. Let me say no.
You can't just go. I'm gonna go to war, but me and everybody and Gye-Nyame, we gonna go fight against these people, and we gonna lose. But we gotta be strategic. At least start some planning processes.
Navita,
we're doing.
Navita, that's what we do, baby. That's what we do. Just the point.
Yeah.
A war, like a military, is never the masses of the people. The military is always a fraction of the people. We don't need everybody.
You got to get the right people.
I don't even need the right people. Nomo told me a long time ago. Nomo told me a long time ago. You got certain people in the military that they call cannon fodder. You already know they gonna die any goddamn way. I just need that couple of that crew that's with me that once cannon fodder is out the way and we done wore the enemy down a little bit, then when it come time to get up in there and do some killing or whatever we doing, we can handle our motherfucking business. We don't need everybody.
How the hell we gonna recruit and you on live media telling some people that they coming in just to be killed?
I'm gonna be honest with you. The same way. Listen, the same way that they go. Think about it. How many? That ain't stop nobody from going to Marines. Everybody know that Marines die. That's what they do.
And you know what they do to Marines?
What?
They brainwash them.
No. Before you go into them, now you get brainwashed once you get up in there. But when you go up in there, you already know that Marines are going to die. Anybody that's going to run up a beach with no cover, you're going to die.
Basic training is the indoctrination and the beginning of the mind control.
No, the beginning of the mind control. Start before that. Go ahead.
Is a Marine, and we had this conversation last night. And he said, when you out there and you on that battlefield, you ain't thinking about nothing but protecting you and the motherfuckers with you. You don't even give a damn that is you fighting for America. Or you at that point, you fighting for your life.
To get home.
And the motherfuckers with you. That's it.
Get home. I don't care who is that man over there with the gun, dressed like me, is white. It don't matter. I got to get home. That's it. I got to get home. That's the mentality that I'm talking about we got to have. We can't be out here in the streets getting slayed as soft targets. We got to make it imperative. My job is to get home. Get home to my family.
No, that's it. No, see, because you got to remember, we are in occupied territory, so there is no home for you. So the only option for you,
and they talked about that too.
The only option for you is to die.
What you got to do is hit them in the pocket first.
I know you're uncomfortable with that shit. But the only thing for us to do.
What's Rashid's last name?
Scared to death.
I'm looking him up on the book.
What happened?
I'm trying to find you on Facebook.
I'm under my government name.
Yeah, he on my page, Kenny Jackson.
Okay, what would that be?
Kenny Jackson, comedian Kenny Jackson.
Oh, I know you. And you know me.
I know you do.
Yeah, because you used to go over to Jay's place because he was doing comedy over at Jay's place.
We're already friends on Facebook. That's
people. That's gay people.
Yeah. I said, I know you. Okay. From the comedian side. Yeah, you funny as hell.
Yeah.
I'm a comedic writer on the side.
Hey. You hook up on your own goddamn time. This is my time right now. Now I'm jealous. Rashid, you gotta go.
I thought this was the whole
you gotta go. You gotta go, nigga.
Right.
Oh, hold on. You know what I do gotta do? Bigfoot is in my damn garden. I gotta go.
Yep.
Have you been reading your comments, Tim, on the page?
Yeah. They had.
I seen something.
Yeah, Kwame been writing. I am the smallest of my brothers and sisters, but my older brother learned very early. I waited for a moment, and I would bliss creek that ass. He talking about because when Rashid was talking about you was small. Rashid, you ain't really have to go, dog. I just fucking with you. They had cover. Black people were sent before them as their cover. Cannon fodder. It's called cannon fodder. Niggas called cannon fodder. But yo, family, we've been on here solid. How long we been on here? We've been on here 2 hours and 57 minutes.
I done left and came back and y'all was still on here.
Right. I'm glad we enjoyed it, but I got something on here about a drink out of Africa called Asana. And they show you how to make it on here. It's a long process, and of course they deal with fermenting foods. There's another video up here called "We Went to a Support Group for Black People in America." This is about the I can't remember the name of the circle.
I can't see it on the screen. Scroll up some more.
Oh, it's coming up, baby. Y'all a few seconds behind me. It's on Vice News. We went to a support group for Black people, emotional emancipation circles. You know what I'm saying? And we need to go on and start setting up stuff like that so that we could kind of discuss some of this stuff and start getting some of this stuff off our chest. A Chronicle of Racism in America, The Color of Conversation. This was an excellent little piece by Jeffrey Robinson, where he gave me so much ammunition, so when I start arguing with these people about reparations, it's just ridiculous. So y'all go and check that out. It's a bunch.
I'm gonna check that out.
Oh man, real good. And that's all for today. Family, I want to thank y'all. I gotta go get me some clothes for work because I just found out I threw away a bunch of shit when I moved that I wasn't supposed to throw away. You know. But I want to thank y'all. I love each and every last one of y'all. I thank y'all for your time.
Thank you, Tim, for your time.
No problem.
And being the greatest host you are.
But what I need is.
Don't forget to text me your numbers so when you come back from the store, I can come get my abrasion.
Yes, sir. And also, those of you that see Bigfoot, please post a picture up on Gye-Nyame Journey, as well as, because the Bigfoots, I just got done talking with the lawyer, they will throw up the sign for the day that you catch them on. So if you catch them today, they're going to throw up the NIA sign. So anybody that sees a Bigfoot and you know, just keep your distance, but take a picture.
His name is Daryl.
Well, if you see Daryl, take a picture and post it up on our page.
Oh my God, I can't with y'all today.
Keep your dogs at a safe distance. Dogs and cats.
That commercial.
Is his name there on the commercial?
The insurance commercial. He said, "What's that woman's name?" He said, "People got other things to do." Bigfoot. He said, "What you call me?" He said, "Bigfoot." He said, "My name is Daryl."
So if he said that on that commercial because they are licensed and they have papers, please call them Daryl. Be respectful because they will sue your ass. And ain't nothing worse than going to court against a Bigfoot. Trust me. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm out. Peace.
Me too.
Peace, fam. Y'all have a great day. I will text you.
Okay, thanks.
Peace.
Peace.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is we're the children and why you call yourselves the children of the sun.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a